All right. Um, Wonderful. Um, well, Welcome everyone to Rise of the Runelords, the Pathfinder First Edition adventure path, the first ever adventure path for that matter. Excited to see all six of you here with our couple of guests. Um, and uh, if I guess we can do a
Thank you,
couple
House
of
10, for the follow.
character
Great to have you here.
introductions.
Welcome to the
Some
stream.
of our players are not quite in attendance, so uh, Macheda will have to get introduced in a bit, but I think we can run down most of the rest of them and give as much or as little information you would like. I'm all for having those character pieces revealed over the first couple of episodes and such, or sessions I should say. So why don't we get started reading right to left? So Karth.
Hi. Hello there. I
Oh,
am Kara. I am Kareth. I am a catfolk swashbuckler, and I'm here for adventure and conquest.
that
That
works for
voice,
me.
though.
All right. Karzarath. Probably not pronounced
Hello,
like that.
I am Karzarath. I am a wyvern. Wyvern, sorry. Uh, Wyvern rogue. And I tend to get into mischief in regards to the wealthy and those who overstep their boundaries, especially towards the less fortunate.
Sweet. Um, that means we're on to Gil.
Hello there, my name is Gil, the Lizardfolk Barbarian. I'd love to tell you a tale about where I hail from, but alas, I cannot remember where I hail from, as I showed up to the island unbeknownst, with my memory lost. Not a single memory of how I ended up on this place, but it doesn't seem so bad, as long as I help out the town guard to clean up any messes around the place and set out any unwanted patrons in any bars or homes, I can stay happy, especially as I fight with my two shields, as I need nothing beyond my claws and my teeth and my two bare knuckles. Ha ha ha!
I'll take it. All right. Maheda is not in attendance, but we will be getting their perspective in a bit. So, Oscar.
My name is Oscar, but most people call me Oscar because it's easier in the common tongue. I was born a dead child. I was stillborn, and my father supposedly revived me and gave me back my life. But other than that, I have no knowledge about him or what he's done, and now I am a sorcerer given powers at my birth, and I long for adventure and to find new cities. But that is me. I am Oscar.
Amazing. And last but not least, well, I mean, last for now, Kalar or Kalar. Not sure how to pronounce that.
Uh, Kala, probably. Probably an
Kalar.
H.
All right.
Um, Kala. I am Kala. Um, I am a young cleric of Ironi, the god of enlightenment, the enlightened one. I have traveled from my remote monastery and temple to see the founding of this new temple and seek out others who wish to join with me and come back to the monastery and learn learn the ways of enlightenment, become their best selves.
All right. That is a wonderful introduction. Thank you, everyone. Um, okay, full introduction. Um, So, we approach our session off of, on the shore of the Varisian coast in a smallish town named Sandpoint. The time is early in the morning of the 23rd of Rova. Sorry about that. Rova, which is in autumn. This is the autumnal equinox, and for those who live in Sandpoint or in the surrounding areas, even all the way from Magnamar, will know that they are here for the annual Swallowtail Festival. This is an important festival every year as it goes. It tells of the story of a lost child and a fallen god from that area. Whether that tradition be falsified or true. And twofold, this year, as Collar has brought to our attention, is also the consecration of the newly built Temple of Sandpoint. And as we approach the city, bam. That's right. Ambience. I'm going to move you all to the map, and then, admittedly, there should be a lot more people around, but you can imagine there are a lot more people around. I don't think I could handle 300 tokens.
No,
Oh gosh.
it's all good.
250.
Probably not actually 300, but I'm exaggerating. So if you would mind, maybe your tokens are in the place that you would like, but if there's a closer or further place that you would like to see yourself at, go ahead and shift around. Oh boy, Kareth. Good for you.
Kareth would be front and center, willing to get in on the action.
Gero will be fronter and centerer.
The frontest and most centered.
No, I said I'd be the frontest. I climb up on one of the surfaces.
Oh, we just have a straight
I'm the
competition.
farthest.
No.
Aye, don't you recognize me? I've been helping out the Captain Garf these past few years, and you can't even recognize this familiar face?
Alright, well, for real, you definitely would not have been let up onto the podium.
Alright,
And
alright.
none of you would. I mean, you might take glances at each other, but you're just people in a crowd.
Fair enough.
I should say,
Hey,
if
you're on the
anyone,
draw.
Animation.
I have a turkey leg and a pickle on a stick from the festival. From
Valid.
wandering around
And
the
cotton
festival.
candy in the other.
I will say, if anyone is standing directly behind me, you just have this 6-foot tall cat folk, just in front of you with his arms crossed, studded
And
leather
you're
armor.
Oh, come on, let the sort of people up front.
This is just
how it
what he
be.
does.
Anyway, as a sizable crowd has made its way into, or should I say, uptown to, here, why don't I show you? So, if we look at the top left, you'll see a map of Sandpoint, and this up here is the new cathedral. So this is all taking place in this section right next to it. Question, can you hear any instruments in the background?
Very faintly.
I am
Yeah,
not
very
hearing
faintly.
audio, so I'm not sure what I have.
Like out of my mic.
Oh, Groovy's playing.
Oh yes, Groovy is playing. You don't have to worry about Groovy. It is royalty free.
All of a sudden, it clicked. I'm like, oh, I've had Groovy muted this entire time. Oops.
Oh, that's
Womp
okay.
womp.
I'm used
Anyway,
to having it muted for other servers.
yeah, that's fair. So, now that we are aware of where we are at and when we are at as well, the sun coming up in the mid-morning day, I'd say. This woman steps up to the front of the podium. Yeah, let me do something real quick. All right, I'm back. Love my dad, but why can't I think of it?
Loud?
Instruments are not what I'm looking for right now.
Oh, wait, that's not Groovy?
Bagpipe.
Oh.
Yeah, bagpipe is not exactly what I'm looking for.
Oh, that's what I thought that was just part of the ambience.
Nope.
Me too.
It can be.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
say there's a guy playing bagpipes in the background, a little halfling.
That's fine. This is fine.
It's just a halfling in the back
Heard
with some
people.
bagpipes.
I don't know. Bagpipes
Right.
sound like...
So, the woman takes the center stage, walks up, and addresses the crowd. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today for the Swallowtail Festival in the name of consecrating the new Cathedral of Sandpoint. Oh, I'm so excited for the day, and I look forward to seeing what comes of it. I see that we have visitors from far and wide this year, including our very own Lars, who managed to pull himself away from his work for a couple of minutes to be here. And then, of course, at this, the crowd that is native to Sandpoint gives a chuckle, and anyone who cares to look around would be able to find a man who is now quite disgruntled and embarrassed, and for anyone who is a native will know that Lars is the local tanner and is a notorious workaholic, rarely coming out to do anything besides work. So we got that. The chuckles from everyone, and once they die down a little bit, she continues, "Thank you all for coming once again, and may everyone have a wonderful day." And as she
I
backs
clap.
up, wonderful, plane landing, clapping. Then this surly man who seems to just not really want to be here, or maybe cares a little too much, steps on up. It's pretty clear that this is the sheriff. All right, I need all of you to quiet down. And then, after a couple seconds, at the sound of this, it dies down. There's still some chatter going around because, of course, there is. But there's enough of a silence for him. And he continues. Now, I want to remind you all that you need to take caution around the bonfires later today. Parents, look after your young. And, of course, with all the festivities, there are ways to get hurt, so please take caution. Now, if we could have a moment of silence for those lives lost in the fires all those years ago. And at that, anyone who knows anything in Sandpoint is actually going to be quiet at this point. They are going to, they are going to take a second. They are going to bow their heads.
Karth would definitely do that.
Right.
Same here.
And then, after, we're just going to assume that the bagpipe isn't playing during this. But then the pause ends, and the sheriff. All right, remember to stay safe and keep hydrated. It'll be a long and fun day. And he steps off to the side. After the sheriff steps off to the side, there is a couple seconds where nothing really seems to happen. And then after the seconds pass, this what looks like quite a boisterous man looks around and steps up and announces himself and says, seems like, oh, am I getting feedback from someone?
Yeah, Michael, I think there's some echo coming from your end.
Oh, hey,
Mine?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so.
you wouldn't have to be on speaker or something?
Hello.
Woo! No? Alright, whatever. If it comes up, make sure to check that, but I think we're good.
All right, I'll let you know if it comes up again.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm
this
just on my laptop.
Yeah, okay. Huh. Well, this man trundles up to the front of the stage in such a showmanship way and says, seems Longiku is sick, as he makes his air quotes, and won't be able to make it to another public event. Guess we'll just have to have an even better time than we would have had with him. And there's some chuckles out of the crowd. Some are a little more awkward than others. And some are full-bodied, like our Gil here.
Gets better every time you say it.
I remember the announcement like it was yesterday. A new cathedral! Bigger and better than ever. And boy, did Miss Deverin deliver. Look at this beauty behind us. All of that money and gifts from the big names in town. Countless days of hammering away, hoisting stones up the hills, and laying out grout for all the walls. Only finding the workers respite at the Sandpoint Theater. Oh, what a coincidence. Speaking of theater, there's a new play going on. The Harpy's Curse. It's a great tale of dangerous adventure. And I'll give you all the behind the scenes. Avisara, the Harpy Queen, will be played by none other than the Magnamarian diva and actress Alishanda. I will see all of you there. As he gives off kisses to the crowds in his signature flair and backs up as the last man, a kindly looking gentleman, steps up and addresses the crowd without a overly loud voice and says, "Thank you all for being here. It warms my heart to see so much support for our new cathedral. And without further delay, let the day's festivities begin." At that, there's a rustle and a cheer in the crowd, and everyone steps off and round to get to their places. There are tents around and tables, and everyone is getting set up for different games going on. in here and in the surrounding areas. And they also step off and do their own thing. And with that, the Swallowtail Festival has begun. What this entitles, in this mid and late morning, is a bunch of games for everyone. They are quite simple games. It's simply skill checks, but of course, narratively we can play it up. Got different types of games out here. There are some single and double sack races, a rock toss, balance beams, arm wrestling, of course. The 3 cups show, sack tosses, some card tables even, a tug of war, which is a group effort. There's a special setup for hide and seek and probably a couple more out there. Who would want to jump in?
Oscar would definitely like to go look at the 3-cup game, and even though I have one blind milky white eye, I'd like to try to see if I can track their speed and see if I can find which cup has the gemstone.
Right. Let's see. What would I do for this? Probably that.
Perception.
Yeah. For Oscar, it would be perception. For the person at the stand doing the task, it would be a I believe sleight of hand.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, is this a game where you put money down, or is this all just for fun?
Sorry about that. This is a local event, and there's not exactly money to go around. So the bragging rights of being able to beat your opponent or beating the dealer is in its own right its reward, and certainly
You understand?
God.
certainly
First
in
rule of the
Even
game.
with one eye and no bonuses.
Yeah, it's the good eye.
Apparently.
you
No, it's the good eye you have left. That's what I meant.
You,
That's why I rolled so well.
All right, so he sees you walk up to his table and says, "Are you looking to track this?" As he sets down a bean and then covers up 2 blank spots and the bean with 3 cups. Then he
Oscar will watch intently, excited.
he begins shuffling them around a bit slowly and then a bit faster. And then he starts flicking the cups around and you're watching and you notice that, well, he got a little out of hand, and he tried to be all fancy with one of his first shows of the day, and as he moves one of the cups and tries to flick it over to another cup, you can see it just kind of stumble and fall into the middle of the table as he quickly slams down a cup onto it and then keeps moving on. Gives a little and keeps spinning it around, and then says, "All right, which one is the bean under?"
Oscar will just lamely point at the one that it is, looking rather crestfallen at the, or unimpressed, somewhere between unimpressed and just sad. Like he wanted more he was expecting it to be more entertaining.
Right. Well, he pulls up the cup, and lo and behold, the bean is present. Congratulations! A round of applause for our orcish friend here.
I will just kind of like nod and leave.
The game's a scam, anyways. You, kitty cat. What's your name, sir?
Kareth just slowly turns to you. Kitty cat, really? The name is Kareth.
Gareth! Apologies, sir. Memory hasn't served me well lately. I bet you you seem like the most interesting sort the past few years as of late. I bet you 5 silver pieces I could beat you at that tug of war over there.
You want to attempt to solo me in tug of war?
Said.
He kind of thinks about it, and he goes, maybe another day. Not today. And,
Oi, come on!
he kind of just
what
starts
is
walking
it?
away.
Aye, what is it? Are you not strong enough for the tug of war? Is that it?
My strength does not rely on the brutes, it relies on the mind. And he will kind of just keep walking.
Perhaps the brute and the mind should meld together if we should ever run into danger someday, friend. It's good to
Maybe.
practice both ends of the muscle.
Maybe. You can see he's a little uncomfortable, especially since you walked up and goes, "Kitty cat, how are you?"
I just say, aye, suit yourself then. Are they running the swimming competition this year? Asking the DM.
Right, yeah. You take a look around, and, you kind of are up on a bluff, and the events have not quite drifted their way down to the water lines, so unfortunately, a swimming competition is a little out of sight.
Damn, that's the third time this year that we've been out of the swimming competition. Alright, I'll play the tug of war against anybody who comes my way. Not someone who wants to practice the mind muscle. I just walk
Right.
away and head to the tug of war.
Okay, so there are calls out by some men who are running it, for tug of war for people to participate, because this is not generally a solo endeavor, or it could be, but eventually, you know what? I think this is reasonably funny. I would say that this orcish lady comes up on the other side of the, or really gets assigned the other side of this, rope.
Now that's more
It's
like
a
it.
rope. And then 2 more of the other farmers or tanners or whoever else might be into having a go at the tug of war, especially as the first bout of the day. And so there are going to be 3 people on each side, and it is going to be a combined deal.
Question.
Yeah.
Feel free to say no. Could
Sure.
I rage before I start pulling?
You can. Just know that rage does function a bit differently than in
I've been told.
5e. Let me just take
Yep.
a second, because I don't think there are requirements for keeping in rage. It's just how many turns you want to spend with it.
Exactly. Yeah. Just however long it takes to complete the tug of war.
Okay. So the morale bonus to your strength and con does go to the strength score and not the strength modifier. So a +4 to strength is a +2 to strength mod.
Got it. And con as well, but that's not
Yes.
necessarily going to apply here. And I get +2 to will, but again, not like that's going to apply either. Just
No one's gonna be
temporary
shouting at you.
bonus.
So yeah.
I pull a Fight Club where I just like hit myself in the face by accident with one of my shields and just whiff and break my nose as you see blood coming from my bandana. So I'm just like, and I grab the rope very tightly.
All right.
And
So
yeah,
your side. Give me your rolls.
what roll do you need?
This will just be a general strength.
All right, here we go. Big money. Ah, that's not big enough money.
Okay. So giving probably a +1 and a +2 to the other people. It'll be the same for both sides. I'm not going to be unfair. That'll be 35, 38 in total for your side. And then for Maheda, gonna crank that out. Oh. And 2 more with a +3. Oop, that's 1. Okay.
It's gonna be tight. Oh, that's gonna
Okay.
be so tight.
16 plus 18 is 26 plus 8, 34. What was yours at?
34.
What was your... Really?
Yep. We were at
Okay.
34 as well.
So
I
that
think.
is...
I could be wrong. No, that's right. 34.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's an entire round of pulling for you guys, and you're at a standstill. So if you'd like to keep going, you're gonna have to spend more.
Why do I have 12 rages per day?
Why do you have 12 rages per day?
That's a good question, but I'm gonna say I have 9 turns left of rage, and I'm gonna go for it again. I'm
That's
just
why.
like,
It's because of the modifier. You don't actually have that extra 2. It's because of the modifier. That's just...
gotcha.
Okay.
I ain't done pulling yet. This is far from my first tug of war. Or maybe it is.
Cool.
That's a natural 1. I am not rolling well.
Oh, jeez, bud.
So 17, 20, 22 for your side.
Yeah, baby.
Another 8 for my head.
Aye, the sun was in my eye.
The sun was in your... Oh!
Yeah, that's a win.
That's gonna be 28 for that, and they. All right, 1 second, please. Okay, so with that, after about so the first little bit goes by, and your teams of 3 are pulling real hard, and boy, this seems like a really even match. And then you call out to the other side. This ain't my first time, and with that expulsion of phrase, you really lose your muscle on it. Your muscle goes to your diaphragm, and you shout, and you just, oh god, and because it slips out of your hands, it messes with the other 2, and they are able to pull the tie over the line.
Yeah, I dropped my rage.
So
and I
that'll
just
be,
say,
I believe, 4 rounds of
that was
exhaustion
2
for you?
rounds. 2 rounds.
Yeah, I think it doubles when you go out. Fatigued.
Does it?
Yeah, you're fatigued for double the amount of rounds. So for 4 rounds, which is 24 seconds. Woo.
What is fatigue? What is fatigue in Pathfinder 1D?
Fatigue
That's
is
new to me.
-2 to certain things.
Oh.
But all you
I
got to
really
do
have
is sit
to-
for half a minute and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I just take I take a seat and I use my bandana, and you all see as I pull my bandana, like I have a Melina kind of mouth where like the bottom half of my jaw is missing, and it's just teeth like loosely strung together as I use it to like build up the sweat, like wipe off the sweat off my head and wrap it back on my face. As I say, aye, lass, I haven't had a game like that in quite some time. Nice to have some competition at these parts. What's your name?
I don't know who Maheda is yet. but
We can get back to that if you want.
she would probably respond. Um, so we're gonna move to uh, the other three. If you would like to jump into a type of game here.
Kalal goes over to the quote unquote kitty.
Yeah, right.
It's
Hmm.
like, hello, there you go. Hello, sir. Something was it? Did I overhear?
I'm sorry, can you repeat
You could
that?
have gone
On
with
my
a
end, you cut
hello,
out.
sir, or madam. Can I offer you this item to I can sell for you?
He would did not hear the name very well, so he's calling you sir, and then he's trying to remember the names. Like, hello, sir. Was it Paul or something? I thought I overheard when you were addressing the orc.
Kareth.
Oh,
Kareth, good to meet you. May I
good
ask
to
your
meet
name?
you. I am Kala of the
Kala. Oh.
Temple of Veroni.
Oh, so you're from out that way. Interesting. I'm from right here. So good to
So
see other
just
people
just
around.
for your information, it is Irori.
Oh, Roy. Okay.
Yep, no problem.
Temple of Roy. I came to the dedication and uh, while I was here, I thought I would like to seek out those who wish to improve themselves both with strong mind and body.
Well, I do hope to improve his body a bit as well as the mind. I'm very charismatic, but still working on the intelligence part, if you know what I mean.
We all begin our journey someplace. Physically,
Indeed.
I have my physically one area where I am still at work, but I have spent many years of study in the ways and teachings of Ironi. Perhaps I
Well,
thought with your desire to improve your mind and someone who's clearly well adapted to improving their physical form, you would be interested in hearing more about Ironi and the monastery?
you know I actually would. I haven't been able to find myself a true deity to follow yet, so who knows? Maybe yours will be the one I choose to follow.
Cool.
Ironi,
So unless do you guys have yeah, Kalar, do you have anything specific you'd like to talk about, or should we fade out of that
not
as you two
necessarily.
discuss?
I will just kind of PM him the Wikipedia of Ironi.
Okay.
Sure.
I will say,
Yep.
Karth was, before he got stopped, he was kind of trying to make his way over to, what's the guy with the blue token's name again? I'm sorry, it slipped my mind.
Baldorak?
Yes.
If you're talking about
Or the guy
Lars?
over there?
Oh, no. This guy.
Oh, yeah.
okay,
Never mind.
if are you a local
Yes.
to a Sandpoint? All right, you would know
Yes.
this as Father Xantus.
Right.
He
Father
is
Santos.
the for a couple years the new parish leader.
Gotcha. Yeah. In that case, he was gonna make his way over there, um, and just
If
kind
the
of.
conversation seems to be paused, and the father of the new temple would be someone uh, Law would be interested in probably speaking with as well. So he could join you and could do you wanted.
Yeah. Uh, Karth. Karth wanted to walk over there, kind of just walk up to him and put a hand on his shoulder and go, Father, it's been a while. You did a great job up there.
Hello there. Thank you. It's I know that I lead many services, but it's still unnerving when it's not in the name of a deity.
Understandably so.
What can I do for you?
Oh, I was just really wanted to say that you did a really good job up there and ask about how everything's been going. It's been a while since we've talked.
Yes,
Um,
well, I do appreciate it. Things have been going quite well. I'm quite surprised at the progress that's been going on in furnishing the interiors of the cathedrals, of the chapels, I should say, within the cathedral.
mhm.
Oh,
Interesting.
last one.
Oh, who'd we lose?
Not sure.
Not sure.
Guessed?
Yeah, probably just guessed.
Maybe? Alright.
What was the father's name?
Um. Uh. Father Xantus. Okay,
No worries.
I can
Father
work with that, Tarth.
Father
That-
Gentis, was it?
Yes.
You-
But
you
you
say
being
that.
out of town, unless you've heard this from somewhere, you would not know the name.
Oh, did he just say it?
Did he?
I just
He
called him
might have.
father.
Oh, okay. You are the father, the leader of this new temple.
Why, yes, I am.
I
For
am
a few years, yes.
It's good to meet you, Father. I am
It is
Kala,
good to meet you too.
son of the high priest of the temple of Ironi to the west.
Oh, that is wonderful. I think we have a few within the I could be mistaken, but I think we have a few in the town who do actually follow the ways of Irori.
Have they
I
visited the
may
temple
be
recently?
completely wrong here, by the way.
You're fine.
Oh no, yeah, there is. So he would say that.
That sounds-
You have a beautiful new place of worship.
Yes, it is truly a marvel and a worthy place of service.
Indeed. Car just kind of smiles and puts a hand on his shoulder. Well, I will be off now to go find something to do, but I just wanted to come up and say you did a great job, Father. We'll see you soon.
I appreciate it, and I assume so.
Indeed. And Karth would start walking away, trying to find some sort of dex-based game.
Yeah,
Seeing how that-
you've got single or double sack races. You got a balance beam, which is specifically acrobatics. Some darts, sack toss, or really, even if you could think of something, I'm sure that there's stuff there.
Unless it's
Yeah.
swimming.
Nope, no swimming. You're a little, you're up a little high. Looking at this wonderful 3D render, you're all the way up here, so
Yeah,
that's a
figured.
bit a ways away. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand. Oh, you don't have to explain. I'm just being smart.
No, I get it.
Karth would probably walk over to the balance beam and
Sure.
give that a shot.
Okay. Is anyone going to be testing against him, or
You know what?
will this be a
Sure.
local? All right.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm still
yes.
recovering, so I'm
Yeah,
just
let's
gonna
do it.
watch and cheer for him. It's like, put that mind to good use, Carrot.
If it didn't seem like it was bothering him, he would kind of accompany his new friend, but he doesn't want to be a pest.
You would be able to collect from Karth that he's completely fine with you being around him. He just doesn't like being called a kitty cat.
Definitely not called your kitty cat.
Yeah, so he doesn't really he doesn't mind you. In fact,
The other game that I quote unquote.
yeah, you can see that he's definitely He's definitely interested in talking with you more. He wants to learn more about your deity. It's very obvious.
Okay, so Kareth and Karzarath, the men and women who are manning this station, help you up and support you until the start, when of course it's up to you to balance yourselves. And the lady who's running it is 3, 2, 1, and balance. And they let go of both of you, and I need an acrobatics out of both of you.
Gotcha.
All right.
Public roll. Oh, that hurt.
If you remember, I'm pretty sure you have a deed for this
Do
at
I?
level 1.
I think I do. I don't. Unless it gives me another roll, I don't think I'm getting this. I can spend 1 panache point when I do this to roll a d6 and add the result. Nope, that's not gonna help me.
How
Has
you know
Gaspar
what?
spoken?
Let's get theoretical. How what's your concept your charisma modifier?
My charisma is a +2.
Okay, yeah, so even a 12. Wait, a 12 might actually. You know what? If you'd like to, you could theoretically beat a 20. But,
Could
you know.
I?
I had blast. I don't have that
True.
spell.
But that would be if I use both my panache points right now and just went full
Nope.
hog.
If you roll a 6 on that, you can roll another d6 up to an amount equal to your charisma modifier.
Oh yeah.
No need to, absolutely no need to do so, but just letting you know it's out there.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be one of those where I'm just gonna have to take what the dice gave me, and there's not a whole lot I
Right.
can do. I rolled a 7 on the die,
Yeah. So
which I find kind of. Oh, that's why. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
right. So they let you go, and even though you two seem to be pretty exotic folk for the area, they have seen you around, and they know about you, and they help you up, and 3, 2, 1, go, and Tarzarath, you are up there, and frankly, standing on small perches is kind of a thing for you. Plus, and one of the attendants notices this a little too late. You were probably using your wings for support a little bit. Karith, unfortunately,
Does not have wings to support him.
Was
You-
there ever
you-
any rules that he couldn't if he was?
you get started, but perhaps you see Gil somewhere off in the background on the stairs of the cathedral, and Kitty Cat is still wearing a little bit on you. And normally, you're good at this, but
Keep on it, carrot!
but perhaps it's jumping from beam to beam, and the panache and skill of dashing around, that's what gives you your skill, versus just being there on a beam, and it kind of gets to you, and without a little time passing, you do fall off.
Karth, being catfolk, he just lands on all fours and then gets up. And goes, I meant to do that. Ah, jeez. Kind of brushes himself off.
And of course, there's some cheers. Hey! And the guy who noticed walks up to Karzarath and says, "Hey, if you want to do that again, you're gonna have to not use those."
Thank you, Weeping Willow 327 for the
That's
puzzle.
awesome.
Great to have you here. Thank you for joining the stream.
There is no mechanical difference for me asking you to do that. It's just kind of flavor.
No, you
I
got to
wouldn't
take a
mind
-5 now.
I wouldn't mind trying the balance beam.
Alrighty.
Okay. Yeah. So Karith, as you step off, Kalar heads up to the front of the beam, and Karzarath and Kalar, you can have a go at it, and that'll be an acrobatics from both of you.
Hey, is that so? I mean, after the average, why is it negative?
Do you have
You might be
why is-
overweighted.
Yeah, check your weight.
Wait.
Yeah.
Thanks to pick
Additional.
and
Um,
Wendy, it seems.
You have a light armor, so that's not important, but you do have a medium load, which does give you an armor check of, I believe, 2.
Oh, is it?
No, it's a -3. That's that. Yeah. Okay. That's with the
Or 3.
That's where that minus. I didn't realize the weight was all added in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't worry, when you get in a party, your more strengthy characters can hold on to things.
Mm-hmm.
If you level up, I can get rid of that leather armor. That's one of the heavier things.
That's true. Anyway, sorry about that. Okay.
Go.
So, as Karzarath is stood around, with wings now firmly planted to their back, Kalar takes a step up to the balance beam, and then 3, 2, 1, go! And Karzarath, dang, your wings are like whiskers for a cat. No offense.
Hey. It's not my fault that they got clipped when I was young, alright?
And oh boy, does this not work for you? And you are about to give out almost immediately. But Kalar, unfortunately, your foot was not placed well, and you just immediately lose your footing. Your right foot will say gets pushed. Well, not pushed, but it shoves past the beam, and you just fall over onto the ground. And of course, they help you up.
Even without the penalty, I've only gotten a 5.
Ooh, jeez. Yeah. Karth would have walked over to you and stood over you. Good try. And we'll help you up. And if both of you do fall, he'll help both of you up.
I feel like if Karzrath is going down, he just kind of like spreads his wings, just lands.
Still working on my
It's
form.
the best part of the show. No
Uh,
offense, you guys did great.
it seems to me that we have our full party in attendance now. So, welcome,
Yes,
Maheda.
hello.
I don't actually know how to pronounce your name.
I was pronouncing it like Majetta, but I like Maheda better.
Perfect.
Cool. Maheda, as I have let you know, you, Gil, and 2 other townsfolk on either side went at it at a tug-of-war game, and after 2 rounds, you managed to pull out the flag over the line and claim victory. There is
After
no
he said-
monetary
after he did-
reward, but there is glory. There
get-
is bragging rights. That's pretty much.
I get the sweet satisfaction.
Oh yeah,
He
absolutely.
also lost after he's like, "This isn't my first tug of war." Loses.
Yeah, immediately rolled a
He
natural
got
one.
a
Good
fail.
time.
He got a crit
I was
nat
raging
1.
too.
You gotta get those nat ones out of the way now.
Exactly. Good thinking.
Get him out of the way so when combat hits, then he can roll the nat 20s.
Yeah. Now
Exactly.
you jinxed it. So we're
Right.
back
No,
to
I
that.
didn't jinx it. Don't worry. I didn't do that.
Cool. So I think Oscar or Maheda, do you have any other games that you'd like to participate in? There's a plethora.
Karzrath would like to do the beanbag throw thing.
Sure.
Oscar would not like to do that until he's had a few beers.
Yeah, I was about
this
to
is
say
a-
Maheda is deep in her victory drinks.
Aye, what are you drinking there, lass, if you don't mind me asking?
Whiskey. She shoots it back, slams it down, calls for another
Aye.
one.
Is there any chance I could share some of that whiskey for you? My throat is a bit wee bit parched, been working all day.
Well, normally I would say no, but this is a festival. She pours you a glass.
Ha, I like the way you think. The name's Gil, by the way, short for Gilliam.
Pleasure. Name's Maheda.
Clink glasses. And I pull down my
Clink.
bandana, and you see like a Melina-styled mouth, where like the bottom half of my jaw's missing. But when just
Sick.
nothing but sharp teeth, and but I take a drink anyways, even though it kind of burns my gums. Makes it feel alive, and I pull back on my bandana, the bottom half.
Maheda doesn't let this phase her at all. She's just like, keeps
Yeah,
drinking.
it's seen worse. Yeah.
Definitely seen worse.
What brings you around these parts?
Looking for work.
Hey, well,
Not welcome in my hometown.
Apologies. At least you remember where you came from. But if
know.
you're looking for work, perhaps I could fix you up with something. The warden and I, well, we go back a long ways.
I'm interested. Let's see, what do you have?
Well, let's enjoy the festival first. See who else would be interested in my little offer, and perhaps after the festival I can introduce you to the warden. If you're so willing.
I don't see why not. I could need to know a few more people in this town.
I couldn't agree more. And I kind of give you a pat on the shoulder, and I say, now, let's see what everyone else is up to. Oh, you should meet this great cat person. I think his name is Carrot. He doesn't like it when you call him Kitty
Carrot.
Cat. Let me introduce you to him.
You.
And start heading towards Carrot.
Ooh, there's gonna be some growing pains.
Oh, yeah.
Gil,
Hey, it's
you,
all part of the character arc.
as Gil says
Aye.
that, you hear from over there, don't call me kitty cat, son of a...
No, I calling you Carrot now. That's your right name. We're over that. We're over that. I'd like you to introduce you to someone, though. This is Majida. Wonderful, powerful lass, if I do say so myself. And this is Carrot, and I don't believe I was introduced to the rest of your peculiar-looking party, group of individuals.
Kareth.
Hello, from the west. I am a envoy of the Temple of Ironi. Is that how I wrote?
It is
Aye, the Temple of
Iroric, however,
Macaroni.
that's-
Iroric.
Sounds familiar to me.
Macaroni?
I'm sure it'll be said enough times that it'll become second nature.
And you, sir,
Macaroni?
must say that was a pretty impressive display of wingsmanship back at the balancing game. You don't seem to talk much. So I think I like you the most. I just pat you on the shoulder.
Says the one who has said the most so far, I think.
He just kind of just stares at you and tilts his head to the side, just
Aye.
observing.
And seeing the orc getting presumably hammered, I just move on and I say, well, if any of you are looking for work money around here, feel free to swing by after the party. The warden and I go ways back, and he could always use more help around these parts, even of someone like me.
Great. So, as a DM, I'm going to be asking, is anyone else interested in doing other games? There are...
Oh yeah, sorry.
Well, no, that's okay. I got some other stuff if we are officially done with games. Townsfolk are participating in sack races and arm wrestling and such. So there's also
Kareth.
there's also a hide and seek game too.
Wait, there's
I
hide and
thought that was
seek.
a fun one. Yeah, it's a stealth versus perception.
Kareth kind of was.
Jumping up into a tree.
He's not that interested in games, but are there any games that are more mental?
There are card tables which are intelligence, but I might be able to spin it wisdom as well.
What about
Fine.
sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand directly? No. I mean, unless you can genuinely think of one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kalar, there's a table set up with some cards and some people sitting around. They seem to be less rowdy than everyone else, but they would be welcoming to you at the table if you would like to.
He would probably go. We don't have to take a ton of all people up, but he would join them for a round of
Sure.
cards.
So yeah, wisdom as a like keeping your play in check with everyone else, or intelligence as being able to really understand the game and know how to set it up. Up to you.
Oh, like 18 wisdom. I think I would like to go with 18 wisdom.
All right.
Nice.
So there are 4 people at this table, and
gotta know when to
unfortunately,
hold
mental skills are not the best. So I'll probably give like a 0 or 1 to corresponding. Yeah. No. You get up to the table, you sit down, they introduce you, tell you what game they're working with, dole out the cards, and then you go to work, and a couple minutes later, you've set down your card, and they are just swamped.
Gotta know when to hold them, know when to hold them, and know when to walk away.
Quite.
I love the reference.
Nice.
And know when to run.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Always the running.
Yeah.
Anyone else interested in anything?
Kareth is very interested in that hide and seek.
Sure. All right.
Like I said, Kazura
Make it
was
too
interested in hide and seek and also interested in the beanbag one.
Okay. Let's get hide and seek running. That can run with a
Ada
couple
is
people.
also interested in hide and seek. She's trying to pretend like she isn't, but I feel like a kid drags her in.
Oh, I guess if you guys are playing it, God.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta twist my arm about it.
Yeah, I never been much for sneaking, but you all enjoy.
Before you start, Oscar's gonna ask Mahito, where did you get your drink?
I snuck it in town with me. I have another in my bag at the hotel.
Hotel, sorry.
But I hear is there an open bar? I imagine there's an open bar.
You would have been able to found. Actually, yeah, you definitely would have been able to find at least one of the taverns in the area. The first one, near the lower entrance, there are 2 gates to the city, and of course the ports as well. And if you were to walk into the southern entrance, you would have pretty quickly run into the Rusty Dragon.
Okay. He's gonna look for some fair honey mead before he goes play speedbacks.
All right. For anyone who is drinking with the festivities, I would like you to let me know how much you plan on drinking, because that will be fortitude, and they're, positives and negatives. But yeah, the hide and seek, it's a little difficult to do when you can see everyone's tokens, so we're just going to pretend it's happening. So yeah, I think I'll do this, and then sack tosses, and then we'll move on.
Sounds good.
Gotcha.
So they're probably going to split up into 2 teams, the hiders and the seekers. Yeah, get on whichever side you'd like to.
Kareth walks straight over to the side of the seekers.
All right.
I've
So
never
we got
been
one
much
seeker.
for sneaking, so I suppose I'll be one for peeking.
So we got 2 seekers. At that point, probably hiders. So who would like to be hiding?
I'll hide
All right.
as best as
Sure,
I
why
can for
not?
being 6'5" and 300 pounds.
Like I can go either way. I've got a 5 stealth, a 7 perception. You know.
Hey, at least you don't have a negative free stealth.
That makes it fun.
Yeah,
but-
that just
but
adds
yeah,
more
okay.
flavor.
So,
I've learned the hard way not to sneak around in this armor.
So that's Kareth and Gil, and then Karzarath and Maheda. And there are a couple more on each team, but we're not going to concern that because they're out finding each other. And so we're just going to go 2 stealth and 2 perception checks. 1 each, obviously.
Gotcha.
I gotcha.
No.
Bam.
Oof.
Yeah.
Public roll.
So
I'm not fighting anybody.
Yeah, yep, you guys are good.
I found a blade of grass.
Karzarath is just like
Yeah.
up in a tree branch, staring right down at Gil, who's just right beneath his tree.
It would help if I didn't have this here eye patch blocking one of the eyes.
What's up?
hey, I'm dumb and don't know how to use Roll20. How do I do this?
Oh, well, that's fine. There's up on the top right. There's a newspaper. That's the journal. You'd click into there and then go to Maheda. I don't know if you actually are there yet. Probably. But then on your sheet in the main page, the skills list is on the right, and stealth. The skills are alphabetized, so stealth would be down near the bottom, and then you just click stealth.
That's super easy. Sweet.
Ooh.
Yep. Ooh, okay.
Nice. Nailed it.
We didn't find anybody.
This eye patch has been holding me back for quite some time.
Yeah, I think I have a cold.
The sun was in my eye.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if-
that.
So, Karth,
Man.
the sun actually genuinely is in your eyes, and now there's just like a green spot, and you're looking around, but you just see other fairgoers. You don't see the people who are hiding, unfortunately.
There's too many people around these parts.
Yes.
So,
Artificial
Karzarath.
difficulty.
you got something important for us? So Gil, you're looking around and you're really giving it a real good try. And with the 10, you'd probably spot one of the other kids who are hiding. But
Just yoink 'em out.
you forget to look up, and
Classic bad guy logic. Got it.
yeah, oh totally, absolutely. And then Maheda, wherever you're hiding,
I decided
you've-
that I popped up on the rooftop and I'm just sitting there drinking out of my bottle of whiskey.
all right. Well, yeah, you forget to look up.
Yeah, Karzarath literally just like looking down at you, snickering, as you're just right below the tree he's in.
And after that, some guy calls out, "All right, that's time. The hiders have won." And now, if I could have whoever is interested in the sack toss.
Yes.
Suppose I could go for a game of tossing sacks. I'm used to tossing potato sacks, but I suppose I could adapt.
Okay, so who all is drinking?
I'll drink.
Oscar is.
I'm heavily drinking.
Okay, so what's y'all's constitution scores?
+3 to my modifier for Constitution and +5 to Fortitude saving throws.
Oh.
All right, so Gil, you're lightly drinking. I'm not going to be concerned with that. Oscar and Maheda, please make fortitude saves. It's going to be a simple DC for the first game, but yeah, Maheda, you're pretty used to this. Like you said, you brought it yourself. This is something you're used to. And Oscar, you're excited for the festivities and
Trying new things.
trying new things, most definitely. And well, being partly undead apparently doesn't increase the capacity of your liver.
I feel
So,
very unstable.
I am. Let's see. What can I?
Yeah, how does drunkenness work in
Um,
First Edition Pathfinder?
I'm gonna give you the dazzled condition. So that means the creature is unable to see well because of overstimulation of the eyes or the gut. A dazzled creature takes -1 penalty on attack rolls and perception checks. I think that's a fair usage.
Indeed.
I would also include that for sack toss if you'd like to participate as a quote-unquote attack roll.
This would
So-
be also extremely difficult considering my depth perception would be bad with one eye.
Hey, I know a thing or two about that.
Are you
Okay.
one-eyed as well?
Aye, aye. I point to my one eye and my eye patch.
Wait, but that's
Oscar's
two
going
eyes.
to look
Aye,
very
aye.
Oh
cool.
no, the one beneath the eye patch has been torn out. Prefer not to get into the particularities of that right now.
But why do you cover it?
Aye, it brings me great shame and great pain. I'm more comfortable showing the bottom of my mouth, and dearie lad, that is saying something. But enough about that. Let's toss some sacks around. I
Right,
smack
so,
you on the back.
If I could have everyone who's going to participate line up here, just so I know who all I'm working with. Line up with Oscar and Gil if you'd like to participate in sack toss.
Kara just moves further away.
I'm just gonna
Backs
move.
away.
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay, so for you three, if I could get dex checks out of all of you.
Alright.
So just straight up
Is
dexterity.
it just straight
Bam!
dexterity?
Yes, just dexterity. We're going simple with the first episode. So a 10 for you. Surprisingly good.
That would.
Wow,
bring me
all
up.
right. You all get up there, and you know what? I'll throw in one townsfolk into this.
Townsfolk is apparently
That's
a
amazing.
gunslinger.
So,
No, they're
So,
just used. This is like every day after work for them.
Yeah, it's just like practice every time they get home. They're the champion.
yep, Oscar, you line up your shot. Okay, line up. There are lines on the ground to see how far you throw, and you line up where you think, okay, I'm a little bit out of here, so maybe I'll just focus on getting part way, and you huck it, and congratulations, you managed to get it part way. Karzarath, while this isn't a strength task, this certainly isn't a bow or a dagger, and it's a little funky. The sand is moving around, and you toss it out, and it goes about as far as Oscar. Gil, I'm thinking that you're a little strange, and so you like turn around and then fuck it backwards, and it managed to land
Freestyle!
a little bit further than the other two, and then this blonde farm hand comes up and grabs one of the sacks and just with one hand tosses it, and wow, it's really out there. Oh, it's still going?
His
Okay,
backhand
well.
over the shoulder is amazing.
Aye, Pinhead Larry strikes again.
And it manages to land outside of the last line.
You're just too good, Larry. Can't top you, mate.
So, with the games out of the way, I am going to move time forward. Time has passed. It was morning, but it has become noon, and it is time for the Swallowtail release. So, at noon, Father Xantus and his acolytes wheel a large covered wagon into the square, and after recounting a short parable of how Desna first fell to earth and was nursed back to health by a blind child, whom she transformed into a mortal butterfly as a reward for her aid, they pull aside the wagon's cover, releasing the 1,000 children of Desna. A furious storm of swallowtail butterflies that swarm into the air, into a spiraling riot of color, to a great cheer from the crowd. And these swallowtails will be flickering back and forth, getting chased around by the children and landing on a citizen or two, and yeah. So
Oscar 2 is enthralled by this.
wonderful.
I nod along like I know what's happening, but I simply do not.
Fair enough. So after this, several more carts of varying quality based on where they come from. No, Cat, you cannot come into this room. Not you, Kareth. You're welcome.
Hey, wait a minute.
Lunch is provided free at the expense of Sandpoint's different taverns. Hang on, give me 1 second.
Worries. I scarf it down disgustingly. As you all see, like a bottom half of my jaw just missing as I attempt to scarf this food down like a bird.
Wasn't expecting to hear like a bird.
Yeah. Well, I just swallow it like a bird because I can't really chew it very well.
Fair enough. You know, Kareth,
yeah.
Kareth just kind of eats his normally.
Like a normal person.
That's
There
fine.
are several different meals, and while this is not exactly true, there are various different taverns that show up with specialty meals, and it's sort of like a kind of contest for them to see who makes the best. But of course, once again, like years before, a Meiko Kaijitsu from the Rusty Dragon Inn has made a remarkable curry spiced salmon and early winter drop mead that, of course, is the top of the crowd's choice. Certainly out there for you. All of the dishes are wonderful, but it is quite true that unless your taste really isn't for it, the Rusty Dragon Inn and their meal seems to be quite good, like really good. The games and festivities continue, and after a while, let's see. Sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah. So they clear out some of the games, and set up some fire pits, getting them ready. And these festivities have gone throughout the entire day. So, as the sun begins to set, Father Xantus takes the stage again. There he is. I found him.
Here he is.
And granted, people are still mulling about, so he, for anyone who was paying attention, holds up what looks like a pretty nice shiny stone, and if anyone's paying extra special attention, probably has some rune, a rune on it. And as he holds it up,
Dun dun. Sorry.
Just playing the prank.
thunder strike thunder. I meant thunder. But as you can see, it's a very nice, very clear autumn day. Thank you. It is a nice, clear autumn day, and that thunder is most definitely just an effect of the stone. Kareth, you know this. This is a tool that is used. It's a thunderstone, aptly named.
Huh, neat.
And the crowd dies down, so I think I'll do that too.
Oscar's all of his attention is now on the stage.
And okay. Okay, yeah, so the thunder cracks and draws everyone's attention. A stray dog that has crawled under by a nearby wagon to sleep starts awake, and you can hear a little. I'm not good at dogs. And the buzz of 24 conversations all quickly hushes as all heads turn towards the central podium, where a beaming Father Xantus has taken the stage. He clears his throat, takes a breath to speak, and suddenly a woman's scream slices through the air. A few moments later, and some confused looks, another scream rises, and then another. Beyond them, a sudden surge of strange new voices rise, high-pitched, tittering shrieks that sound not quite human. The crowd parts and something low to the ground races by, giggling with disturbing glee, as the stray dog gives a pained yelp and then collapses with a gurgle, its throat cut open from ear to ear. As blood pools around its head, the raucous sound of a strange song begins, chanted from shrill, scratchy voices. Let's hope I got the right one.
I pull out my shields immediately.
Kareth draws both his short swords, and he kind of just holds them in his hands, ready to go.
You know what? Sure, let's go with this one.
What have we got for that?
And from various directions around you, you hear, surprisingly in time with each other, these pitchy, sharp voices start to sing out. Goblins chew and goblins bite. Goblins cut and goblins fight. Stab the dog and cut the horse. Goblins eat and take by force. Goblins race and goblins jump. Goblins slash and goblins bump. Burn the skin and mash the head. Goblins hear and you be dead. Chase the baby, catch the pup. Bonk the head to shut it up. Bones be cracked, flesh be stewed. We be goblins, you be food.
That's a heck of a war cry.
I give a slight golf clap and then stop when nobody else is clapping.
Yeah, you kind of look over and you can tell that Kareth wants to as well, but he's not. He's just like, it was kind of good, but like
Right.
no, can't clap. Can't clap.
So, could I get a perception check from everyone?
Yes.
Yes. Hopefully, I do better than last time.
The
Go
rhyme
ahead.
was fantastic.
Yeah. Hiya! Oh,
Ooh.
I got out hayad.
Ooh.
Me too.
I'm sorry, it wasn't on
1,
purpose.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, who are we missing?
Eric, I think.
Karzarath. Yeah, Kalar. Eric, you there?
Geller, are you there?
I'll be right back.
Sure.
Eric does not seem to be present. Must have had ran off and do something.
Hello. Well.
This break is sponsored by nothing.
This break is sponsored by Raid's Shadow Legends.
No, not
Absolutely
again. No.
I refuse the money. So,
You just
we're
want
just
to
gonna go ahead with, yeah, I might as well.
This game is sponsored by the Fall of Humanity.
Nonsense.
Game is sponsored by.
The blood of our enemies.
Yeah. Blood of our enemies, Goblin Camp, I think it's called, whatever the new, like, Goblin set in Stone is.
Okay, so, Kareth, Maheda, and Kalar, you notice, here, let me just, do this. Up here, you three see a little goblin licking the blood off of his sword, standing
Oh.
over the dead dog.
We can see the number of his health bar right now.
Oh.
Or maybe that's just me, but I know I can.
Yeah,
right now.
that I can too.
Alright.
Oh,
Unless it's intentional.
well, thank you. Good to know.
There you go. Much better.
There you go. That was one where it's like, as much as I love that information, I shouldn't have that. So I will let you know about that.
Okay, wait. Okay. Hold on.
Nope, no worries.
You're fine. Take your time,
Take
man.
your time, man. Take your time. It's all good.
Believe me, I've had to be like, all right, guys, 5-minute break. During the 5-minute break, rushes to get everything fixed.
Yeah, like a 20-minute break for me.
Question:
I
Can you
almost
see
had to do
numbers
that.
there?
No, I do not. It is
No.
fixed.
Okay, good. Gotta
Numbers
do it
no longer exist.
Yeah, just
for an indistinct number of other things.
gobos.
Well, yeah, they kind of said goblins, so.
The goblins come for you tonight.
Oh my god. That was scarily accurate.
Okay.
I am back.
As you look over En's goblin, I am going to ask for the very first time this campaign to roll initiative.
Woo!
Alright.
Hey, what did I
Kobe.
miss?
Hey, there you go.
What did I
Oh
miss?
my gosh.
Oh, we're fighting bitches. God roll for
Depends
initiative.
on when you were gone.
He
got
was
back in time to
gone.
hear that the goblins apparently show up and initiative.
That's basically it.
Yeah. Were you here for the chant?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
Then you
God,
didn't miss
because I'm not
much.
repeating it.
There, here.
Yeah, let's say. Unless you want to DM to
I
me
was here
that to
for
me,
that.
and I'll read it in the goblin voice.
Do it. I dare you, do it.
No.
Just do Gollum.
Okay.
Gollum.
There you go.
Whoa.
That's what I said. Whoa.
So let's do this. And I am going to be hiding their rolls. I will be hiding enemy rolls. I will not be hiding every roll that happens.
Fair enough.
Come on. What?
What's going on?
Why can I not modify?
What are you trying to modify?
Confusion.
On the turn order?
Yeah.
Did you
There's
hit
a
enter?
gear on.
No,
there
no,
should be a gear.
I'm talking about, like,
Right.
actually inputting... Oh. Never mind. I figured it out.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's an initiative score. Holy crap! They must have rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Just
Mhm.
about.
Oh, oh.
That
Wait.
wasn't fast.
What kind of
think I got
dex do they have?
The root dex is pretty high.
Apparently. Oh no. The cleric is in front. I don't like this.
Well,
I just
Keller,
looked
it's
at
nice knowing you.
the. Yeah, good to know you, buddy.
God,
It
Eric's
is-
still not
well,
back.
That is a.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
Oh, no, he's here. All right. Sorry, Keller, it's nice knowing you.
Um,
You can see you guys must have nodded off for a second.
Oh. Bam.
Ha!
Boy.
So what did I miss off? I remember you guys
Oh,
all
we're
did
fighting
nice.
goblins.
Goblins, and you're in
showed
front
up.
right now.
What happened?
We're fighting
Goblins.
goblins.
And something? I had goblins and then something.
You're up front.
You're in front.
Oh, okay.
I will need you to roll to make sure to do that.
Let's do.
Roll for initiative, Keller. You got this.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's nice.
My token. I don't think I special my token.
That's okay. I can get you a turn.
Yeah.
I'll
Just
just do
right.
that real quick.
Yeah.
Nope, not that. Bump, and a 19. There you go.
I do believe I have a higher dex than him.
Yeah. What are your dex scores?
11.
16.
Yeah. Careful would go first.
All right. Yeah, definitely. So let's do that. I said let's do that.
Been there.
There we go.
Aerith.
Okay.
And the goblins are going to be going first.
Goblins. Hey, Watini!
Houdini!
Oh god.
Yeah. So let's run down the order. This goblin is going to see your attention and is going to try to climb up onto this table cart thing, and successfully does so. And that's it. This goblin is going to run over and grab a bit of the salmon that was left over on one of the tables, and then dash over here to Kalar, and that's it. This one is going to.
He's not gonna stop him with the fish.
Oh, he's busy just getting it. This one is going to
It's a lot of work for a goblin.
just use his turn to cut into this tent, and successfully does so, cutting a bit into there. This one's gonna run out. And make his way out to Karzarath. And is going to taunt you. It's gonna, ha ha ha, Longshank. You know what? That's worth it. He's gonna try to demoralize you.
But
Which-
Longshank, only my mom calls me that.
Okay. Yeah, no, this is perfect. So, I believe it's versus sense motive, but let's check. Oh. So I would do an intimidation versus your sense motive.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Yeah?
The connoisseur has had enough of your shit.
Demoralize. Oh, okay. So there is not a sense motive, but the DC is 10 plus your hit dice, which would be 1, plus your wisdom. So not 24.
What?
So it would be 11 plus your wisdom, Parzarath.
11 plus 3.
Okay, so 14. Yeah, this guy just points at you and falls over and doesn't even get any words out. And that leaves this guy up here who is going to. Sorry, I didn't mean to put him there. 5'10". On his way, he's going to kick over the barrel because why not? And miss. He kicked as he was running by and just dang, and ends up right there. So that's gonna be it. That's gonna be their turn. Kareth.
Well, Karth, as I said, I already drew my short swords. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, and gets right there. So I do have flanking on this guy.
Yes. That would be a +2.
Sweet. And then I'm able to do, because I do have the 2 short swords, I just do first one and then the offhand attack second, correct?
Yes.
Alright. I have them both set. So.
Okay.
Alright, so that's a 21 to hit for a whopping 8 piercing damage.
Are you sure you have a +4?
Yes, because it's my dex.
Yeah.
Is it?
But there
Yeah.
are some minuses for doing two-handed.
Is there?
Oh yeah.
What kind?
Heavy ones.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find that real quick. I'll send it
Yeah.
in the Discord.
Because I might have this setup wrong, and if so, I will take away whatever I need to.
I believe that's this one. Yes, it is. So, this is the minuses depending on what you have at your disposal. So I believe your offhand weapon is light. So either
It is.
-4, -8, or -2, -2.
I thought I did take sling for this. Maybe I didn't. I do have 2 weapon fighting and weapon finesse as well.
Okay. So that means -2 and -2.
Yes. Okay.
But that
So
is a 19.
Well,
which
didn't I also
is-
get the +2 from flanking?
Oh yeah, 21.
So it
Yeah.
just would be a 21. That
Yeah.
cancels itself out.
That would be.
All right.
Yeah, that's gonna
Shankity.
that's gonna hit it and okay, wow. 8 whole damage. That yeah, you go out to slash actually with a short sword. You cut across the goblin, and boy, our goblin body is small because you really cut a big gash in it, and the goblin seems very hurt, exceedingly hurt, but is wobbling in place. So
Is it still alive?
technically,
Okay.
second attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my second attack on it then. That's a 18. Or it turns it to a 20 because of flanking. For another
-2
4
for.
piercing. I already added the -2.
Oh, you
in.
actually. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yep. I just
Yeah, awesome.
once I got that, I did that to both.
Yeah, good. So 4 piercing, stab that right into the back, and this goblin's admittedly large head, quite a comical race to you, slumps backwards and hits the hilt of your sword, and you have disposed of this goblin.
Perfect. Yeah, that will be my turn.
Kalar, there's a goblin next to you.
I'm trying to decide if I want to. Looking up Field of Faith is casting a spell in melee in this system have?
Casting a spell, unless it has certain modifiers to it, like subtle spell, I believe, does provoke attacks of opportunity.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. So, second question.
Sure.
If they in the square, if there's any creature entering the square, would that take effect next round, or?
Um, that's a good question. Would you mind getting out the effect for me?
It says rune domain.
Oh, yeah, that would be once entered. And I'm pretty sure with the rune domain, you can't place it on a place that is already occupied as well. So,
I was looking at that. I was thinking that I said something about that.
oh yeah, these guys are small.
Is
Like
there
this.
a disengage action?
That is a withdraw full round action, so it takes up everything. But, yeah, you can do that. You get to move your entire movement.
He is going to disengage and move 30 feet right behind the steps here.
Okay.
And
Nice.
we'll get a weapon out next round.
And make sure, I know some of you have quite a bit of stuff on you, that if you are weighted a little more, your movement is affected.
Already applied.
Yep.
Cool.
I just realized I have Natural Hunter, which gives me a +2 racial bonus to Perception, Stealth, and Survival, and I never put that in my sheet. Whoopsie.
Did you?
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Gil, your turn.
Alright, so you see Gil clank his two shields together, and what kind of action is Rage? Because it doesn't really specify what kind of action it is in combat. Oh, I can Rage as a free action.
Yeah, you just kind of go into rage.
Alrighty. And I just charge in and hold out my spiked shield and just come around the side and smack the goblin in the face with my spiked shield. As I begin to rage, hold on as I apply my bonuses to that.
Okay, there's
Alright. 1 second. Apply that to my AC as well. 16 to hit, 5 piercing.
Yeah, alright. So,
Bash!
you rush up there with your glorious yells, and boy are they glorious. And you just smash across it, across its face. It gets a couple of super deep gashes and it's bleeding.
Aye, not so confident now, are ya, you little bugger? And I will end my turn just yelling at him, spitting in his face.
Sweet. Karzarath. You've got your opportunity
You said this
to
guy
use...
is like basically falling over laughing.
He didn't fall over laughing, but
I mean, he's just laughing too hard type of thing.
Succeeding. He.
I'm basically like what I just imagine is Karzarath. You know, Bugs Bunny. He just gets that get a load of this loon type of.
Pretty
look.
much.
Yeah, he basically does that before stabbing him.
You just hear some goblinoid squabble, and that's it.
Ooh.
Ooh, unfortunately, a 1 does not confirm, but that it will automatically hit no matter what, so that'll be 8 damage to the goblin.
Nice.
Sweet.
And he falls. Yeah, he's going to fall after a quick stab from Karzarath after he tried to demoralize him, waving his sword up there and just done with him. Would you like to move or do anything else?
I'm good.
Okay. Oscar.
Oscar is going to. There's all the goblins are almost out of range. I will walk up here. 4, 5. I think I can move 6, right?
With 30 feet, yeah.
Okay, so
Diagonals are different though, so you know.
So just
Isn't it 5
up
then
5,
15?
left 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get out your pointers, play around with it, but yeah.
But
First
okay, I
diagonal
can go
is
straight
5.
up and then left. So
Yeah.
So I will reach out and try to grab him. So I'm not super tall, but I'm not also short, and I imagine the goblin's probably like waist high or something. And I want
Pretty
to just
much.
reach out and try to touch him on the head with my open palm, and
Okay.
chill touch.
Okay, I will say, you probably would have cast it on the way over and held it, and then used it once you got up to him, because touching is not attack of opportunity, but casting is.
Okay, but those are 2 different actions.
No, they'd be in
Right.
they'd be within the same turn. You'd be able to do both. I'm not saying that it's extended. I'm
Okay.
just saying you'd probably have casted it on the way up, and then, once you got there.
Okay. Yeah, if that's the case, then his hand starts kind of like freezing over, and you can see the white portion of his hair and his braid kind of is very cold. And here it is.
Ooh, chill touch. +1, right, because of that. Okay, so make a touch attack +1. Hold on. Okay. So So yeah, you are making an attack against them, which would be your normal melee attack against the goblin. However, it will be against their touch AC, which is lower than their full AC.
Okay, so for an attack, then that's not included in there. So I would roll under.
If
I
don't
don't. I
remember
only
if
have a
you can
dagger
click
equipped.
it. You might be able to click melee.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, I
click
do.
melee and add 1 to that.
Okay, so that's a 6.
6.
Not real good.
Not real good, but also not a leveled spell, I believe.
No, it's a.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a cantrip.
So yeah, that.
Yeah. No, that is a level. Chill touch is a level 1.
Oh.
So I'll
Okay.
mark 1 off.
Well, you reach out, and these are quite dexterous creatures, admittedly.
And I will point out, I actually did not prepare these appropriately. I thought there were spell slots to mark off, but it's I need to actually choose how many I would have prepared.
No, you do not. As a spontaneous caster, you have the spells that you have and the levels that you have, and can exchange in any way.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
So you could use
I don't really
only use chill touch for every single first level spell, or you could use a variety.
Okay.
That's just
So, yeah.
for prepared casters.
Perfect. Oh, that's my turn then.
Okay. Maheda. Oscar tried reaching out for one of the goblins, but boy, is it quick and swooped out of his reach. What are you gonna do?
Let's see. I think. How do you do the arrow thingy?
There's about in the middle of the bar. There's a circle with a ruler. Yeah. And keep in mind, diagonals do cost more. Every
Yeah,
other diagonal
okay.
costs 10.
Makes sense.
Keep it a little more Pythagoreanly accurate.
Right.
I will
You can
say
let him
though,
do.
there is. I don't know how much you've played, but there is the charge action, which includes an attack and lets you um, double your movement as long as it's within a line, and then gives you, I
Yeah,
believe,
but
a
it has to be a straight line, not a diagonal. I'm not in a good space for it at the moment.
well. I'm not too concerned with it literally being a straight line as long as you have an opening. It's a straight line.
Okay, fair enough. You're the DM. You make the rules.
So yeah,
In that
that'll give
case, I
you.
do want to charge. I'll charge it back. Is he like on the um freight or wagon
This
that's
guy
right
up
here?
here is up on the wagon,
Okay.
which
And then in that case, I'm gonna head for the guy to his right, and I will in fact charge at him. Which,
cool.
what is the roll for that? Do you remember off the top of your head? Because I do not. Is it
Charge is I believe a +2. Uh, and then there's a minus to your AC after the charge.
right? So just
Charge.
roll.
Charge is a special full round action that allows you to move up to twice your speed and attack. Charging hover. Okay, so
Just roll my normal since I'm a brawler, so I just have unarmed strike.
yep, roll
Should I
your
just roll
normal
that?
with a +2 bonus to the attack roll and a -2 to the AC until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Okay, so
Right, so +2, so 20.
move you up. Were you going after the cart one or the one next to it?
This one right here. Yep.
Okay, right there.
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, that 20 is going to solidly hit for 8 bludgeoning.
And it's charged, so that's a full round action, so it's just that. So the offhand doesn't matter.
Yeah. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's full round action.
Yeah, it is a full round action. You come in and you just sock this guy in the head, and you're pretty sure if this guy, little guy, makes it out of there, he's gonna have some serious blunt force trauma. But
Looks like
that.
someone's
I
got
run
a
up and just
little
sucker
headache.
punch his little goblin head.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then that should be it for your turn, yes? Because that's full
Yes,
round.
that's it. That is it. That's all I do.
That brings it to the goblins' turns. This one is going to laugh at you and strike down at you as he's dancing on top of his barrel. So that's for wagon. That's gonna be that. Ooh, does a 20 hit you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
A dirty 20.
Yep. So 3 damage from this goblin's slicer. The other one
Alrighty.
is going to scream and run away, so attack of opportunity for you. Because he's not being careful.
They're like grunts in Halo. You kill
Yeah,
off the
oh
leader,
my
they
god.
just start running.
I'm pretty sure
Jesus Christ.
you crushed its skull as well.
I would love
Just
it. And
grab
it's
it with both
unarmed.
hands and cave it in.
You just
Yeah.
grab it as
perfect.
it's running and just.
What
Yeah,
next?
exactly.
Okay, so that leaves this guy as well. And
Run, little guy, I dare you.
Here's me in a bit of a pickle here.
he's not really afraid of you, Oscar. So
Oh,
he's
no.
going to run over here and try to get a stab at Karzarath.
Act of opportunity.
Yeah, I
Yes.
was about to say, but my spell is, since it didn't hit, it's dissipated, right? So I don't get to attack with chill touch again.
Yeah, no,
Sad.
I'd have to really look in there, but I don't think spells can be
Unnecessary, I
used
think.
for attacks of opportunity.
No,
Yeah.
not without special feats, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, about to
I
say.
would just.
Most definitely.
I'll try to cuff him on the back of the head.
With.
Yeah, nope. That'll just
Sorry.
go over his head as he's charging. He didn't really even try to get out of the way. You're not really a fisticuffs person, and you swipe right over his
Yeah.
head. And then he comes up to you, and will a 16 hit?
Let's see. 16 will match.
So it will hit. This is a meet to beat system.
Yeah.
Okay. And that'll be a 3 damage for you as well. With that out of the way, that means it's back to Karth's turn. There's
Aha!
there's a goblin up on the wagon chanting and holding itself up, and then there's one over there.
Yeah, this little guy is hitting on my nerves. Car's gonna run over, and I'm just gonna try and do a little boopling here.
Okay.
Boople the schmoople.
Oh,
I'm
that's
guessing a 7 does not hit.
very much gonna miss. Yep.
Yeah. Because that would become a... Yeah, no. Alright, offhand? Oh!
Nope.
Jeez. Alright, yeah, no. I'm not hitting this thing.
Here comes swiping in, but there's kind of a person there, a little close, and maybe you're gonna hit him because he's real close. I don't know.
It's
Oh, well.
hard to, like, really do my good spit attack here. Can't really spit.
Oh yeah, really.
Mm-hmm.
He considered casting Shield of Faith, but there's not really a ton of them left. So he is going to move those back behind the steps and kind of use the steps to brace as he pulls out his light crossbow and
Right.
targets the guy standing on top of the barrel.
Okay. I'll give you a +1 circumstance bonus for using the stairs.
Light crossbow.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Does that roll damage with it?
Yes, it does. So you launch a bolt, and that gets stuck into this guy up here. Anything else?
I think they all require regular actions, not bonus actions or anything, so... No, I'm good.
Okay, Gil.
Question.
Yeah.
Could I do a charge attack onto the table, and potentially by charge attacking the table, it will cause enough of a rumble to get the goblin to get knocked off the table?
Absolutely, that would be a combat maneuver.
And how does that work?
We're gonna go with a bull rush. As part of a standard action or as part of a charge. Yeah. So roll your CMB as you charge up there and add 2 to it.
Alright, here we go.
And also, please move your character.
23. Bash.
Okay, yeah,
It's at
you
23.
sufficiently launch this little dude back off of the wagon, and he is like prone at the moment.
I'm assuming I don't have any actions left.
Nope, that is a full round action to charge. Your AC is down by 2 for the rest of the turn.
Yep. It's down even more. Gotcha. I just say, well, match that. He's all yours. And I end my turn.
Karzarath.
Alright, going to stab this boy in front of me.
All right. A 13 is unfortunately not going to hit. This goblin is very foolhardy. He ran past the sorcerer. He's been dodging attacks from you two, and he thinks he's on top of the entire world. That was your standard action. What would you like to do? Anything else?
Is there anything else I can do?
There's a whole lot you can do, but you're also in a pretty good position in the fight at any rate. So
Is there advantage in this? Or
there is technically, mechanically, there are very selective things that are equivalent to advantage, but Pathfinder does not work on advantage. It works on pluses and minuses based on different circumstances.
Okay.
A flanking is a +2.
Okay. That makes sense.
Oscar.
Oscar is going to chase after the little shit.
Understandable.
Get him.
Have a nice day.
Still, his hand is quick frosted over almost. Oh, I think I posted it twice. Sorry.
That's
And
alright.
then I'll roll my
Melee +1.
Do it.
So, yeah.
Ooh.
Is that a nat 20?
Hey,
Ooh.
nat 20.
One.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
All right. Do that again. Do the roll again.
So confirming is a 11.
11. Unfortunately, will not confirm against touch AC, but it absolutely hits, and so that will be. What is it?
It's 1d6 plus anything, or no? It's
1d6. The creature also
And
takes
takes
1
a strength
point of
point, that's what it
strength
was.
damage.
Oh,
So that's 3, and then 1 strength is lowered.
3. Okay, so let's take that 3, and then the Fortitude save against the DC 16. What is its
Holy
Fortitude? Okay, that's
That's a-
Fortitude.
That's a high
Um,
DC to beat.
One question that I had about it is it says here something about you can only make this melee touch attack 1 time per level. What is that talking about? Does that mean I can't do it? Because I tried it last time.
Where?
You
So,
can use this melee
first
touch attack.
paragraph. End of first paragraph if you open it in the.
Okay.
Does that mean
Maybe
I
with
can't
your
do this?
second level caster, your hand may still be frosted for 2 times.
Each touch.
Oh, so this is my understanding, and DM, correct me if I'm wrong. What I think that means is, like Eric was saying, you have to recast it to make the melee touch attack. If you cast it at level 2, you would get to make the melee touch attack
Yes.
twice.
That is absolutely correct.
Okay, so
Okay.
like my question from the attack of opportunity was, did it last? If I had casted it higher, it might have. Because then my hand
Yes,
becomes
it
just
would
chill.
have. But I think
that's
you
real
only have first level spells.
I
at
do.
level
I'm just. I just
Okay,
was
yeah.
understanding it now. This is cool. I
Yeah,
think I'm
absolutely.
Gonna really
If
start
you,
to Pathfinder play.
oh, that makes me happy. That makes me so happy. Okay, so you stack him with your hand, and yeah, you can see that freezing happening. You can use this melee touch attack up to 1 time per level, and undead creature. Okay, so that's just for undead. This is the goblin, not an undead. And you
Unless
can,
they're
yeah, you
undead
can.
goblins.
No, that's later.
Oh, jeez.
And from my understanding, that's not necessarily you don't cast it as a second level spell. It's you're a level 1 caster. When you become level 2, you're a level 2 caster, so it's 2 times. Not like you're casting it as a level 2 spell. But I mean that's how I am. I think that's how I'm not expert.
No, that's a fair point. I will have to take that into consideration and figure out how that's going to work. There are different descriptions such as caster level, character level, and like spell level, so I'd have to figure that out. I love that they all use level. But yeah, you suck the life force out of this goblin, and congratulations, you're the first person to hit this guy.
So his strength damage that I gave to him, does that manifest in like his muscles actually like
Yeah, it does
deteriorate?
look like that frost off of it is sticking to and like hardening up temporarily his muscles.
Perfect.
So yes, you're pretty sure it worked.
I think Oscar's hair is kind of also like frosted a little bit with little flakes of cold, as this whole like left arm is like iced. But that's his turn.
Yep. Maheda. Gil bonked the guy off of the table.
You're
He did.
welcome.
I am going to. Can I stand on the same square with the dead goblin?
I would say with a small, you totally could.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to move right there. And I want to demoralize him. So I am going to roll Intimidate.
Sure. I will just let you know that a prone creature has -4 to AC against melee.
Oh, he's prone. Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
he fell on the ground.
Oh, I thought he just got knocked out. Never mind. I will just straight up attack him.
Do it.
Skedaddle Skodoodle, you're about to be a noodle.
Oh, this is 11 hit.
If it doesn't, I think you're offhand hit.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, with that -4, that first swing comes out and glances barely off of the goblin's meager armor, but that second hand comes in and just socks him in the gut and totally takes him out, and he is unconscious.
Nice.
So in other words, soon to be dead.
That means that is the lone goblin's turn.
There's 3 of us around him, just do it, move, I dare you.
This one is having a great time fighting you guys and is super successful. He's actually really successful against this guy, so he's going to take another swipe against him.
Wait, hold on. I might have a response, but I need to just double check this real quick.
If it's what I'm thinking, it does have to be against you.
Opportune parry and repose. That's against me.
Yes.
That is. Darn it. Never mind. Continue. Sorry.
You know what? No, this is fun. This is fun. He's going to turn around because nothing can go wrong. This plan is foolproof, and he's going to strike you. So I'm going to
in that case, I will
that
use
attack because I think it's really fun. All right, roll your parry.
Okay, so I just roll a regular attack roll, correct?
Yeah, you roll your regular attack roll for the parry after spending a panache, and then if you have panache left, you get to riposte for free.
Okay, I do have a panache left after I do this.
Ooh, 10.
Do I get the flanking bonus on top of that?
Oh, yeah, you do. So 12.
So it's a 12. I don't know if that helps me a ton, but take what I can
absolutely. Get. He got a 9 with a +4.
Ooh. So what does the repose? So I'm still understanding.
The parry, which you expend your panache for, blocks the attack. The attack doesn't happen on you, regardless of whether it would have been a hit or not before.
Whoops, sorry about that.
That's okay. The riposte is your free attack. Well, not free. I believe it takes an attack of opportunity against the creature that just attacked you, and you get that for free. You don't have to. So you would roll another attack against him.
God darn it! That's a 10 to hit.
10 is not gonna do much.
Yeah. Hey, at least I stopped. I tried.
You did.
All right. I got to use my stuff. It was cool.
Guess what, Kyrith? It's your turn.
Ha! I'm doing all the stuffs today. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a short sword. I'm just gonna go in. It's a 14 to hit, or a 16 to hit for 8.
Yep, with him dodging in and out of the way with you 3 around him, he's distracted enough, and you get a solid slice on him, and he falls down to the ground.
Awesome. Is he
And,
dead, or is he just unconscious?
He is effective for your purposes. He is dead, and he is not below half of your level, so that does grant you your point back.
I hate to be
Oh, I
the
do get my point back. Sweet.
bearer of
Yes?
bad news, guys, but it's around 11:40 on my end, and I'm getting noise complaints from my parent, so I'm gonna have to head off a bit early.
Oh, okay.
Have a good night.
But you
Alright.
too. This has been fantastic. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for hosting.
Yeah, I'll,
See you guys
okay.
next time.
We'll see you, man.
Right, sure. So
Shall we
that is,
wrap up combat and then. Alright.
I mean, I was expecting to be going for another hour and a half, but if that's not good for you guys,
I'm good.
I'm fine,
Okay.
but we'll be down. We'll be down a physical member.
Yeah, that's fine. No, yeah, that's fine. I'll just make note of that. So, yeah, the goblins that were here and attacking you seem to be out of commission, but there are still crowds running around. You can ignore these tokens up here. They have sufficiently left.
Mm-hmm.
I just imagine the guy up on stage just like doing a play-by-play.
Let's say Father Xantus was over here and approaches you. Oh my, are any of you hurt?
Holds up like 2 fingers, like little. It's like that.
I suppose. Okay, so he's going to use a channel positive energy, and so yes, there are still goblins running around.
Oh, there are still goblins. Okay.
You have defeated this group that was charging after you, but you notice on the outskirts that there are still goblins running around and people screaming, and maybe a goblin jumping off of this roof accidentally and falling in the streets. So Macheda and Karzath both roll a d6 as Father Xantus has used a channel positive energy. And I believe Macheda is down some. If you, how many hit points do you have?
I closed my freaking
Oh.
thing. Hang on.
Here, I'll get you. You've got max and then current.
Current is 11, so I lost 3 during that fight.
Okay, so 11, 14. Save that. Come on.
Was it like slash roll d6?
Or if you look in the bar to the left, there's a d20, and then in the little mini menu, just click on a d6.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Sweet.
so
I'm back at full.
Yep, and same for you, Karzarath. And then he says, "Thank you. I need to help others," as he rushes off downtown.
Are there more goblins downtown?
There seem to be goblins within earshot. There seem to be goblins as far as you can tell, all around you.
I don't know what the rest of the party wants to do, but Kareth, just out of pure instinct, is going to follow Father. And he's going to just try and protect him. And if there's any goblins where he's going to take them out.
Do we see where they're coming from or what they're trying to do?
Well, there doesn't seem to be a source. They seem to be all over, which seems a little strange, considering they're goblins and they wouldn't be let in and roaming around. But no, you can't seem to find a source, and it seems like they're just out here to cause chaos. Speaking of, here, let me just do that. Oh boy, okay. Over in this direction, it takes no perception to notice this. This wagon here has been set on fire.
Hate to say it, but I can't really do a whole lot about that.
Wagon where?
Hang on, give me a second. I gotta do some stuff.
Water is not exactly a spell I have.
I don't have, unless there's like buckets of water somewhere I can go and grab. Actually, I don't even know if Kareth would. Kareth does not like water. He does not want to jump in any water. He doesn't want to touch water at all. It's like a phobia of his.
Okay. Anyway, the first thing you notice is, in fact, the burning wagon. However, pretty soon after, steps out a group of goblins, all wielding torches and their crappy swords with them. And I will let you guys decide if you would like to keep your initiatives or if you would like to re-roll them.
I would
I
like
would
to
reroll.
Please, may I reroll?
I'm keeping mine.
Prefer to reroll, but
It's a team thing, so
Oh, it's
well,
a team.
We had.
we're
I
gonna-
also
okay.
forgot I have a
Reroll.
trait that gives me +2 to initiative that I didn't add last time.
All right, in that
Okay.
case, we're rerolling.
Did I just get the same rules last time?
maybe.
Did you? What I
That's not really better.
got? Hold on. I want to see what the goblins roll first before I decide if I want to do this or not. I have a thing that'll bump mine up to a 10. So I have my chosen trait is alert, and once a day I can just make my initiative 10. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts, just 10.
Well, do you get to roll first and then use it if it's bad, or do you have to say before?
Here I'll put the exact wording in chat.
I would allow you to do it afterwards.
Yeah,
Is taking 20 a thing in Pathfinder, or is that just 3.5?
Taking 20 is a thing. However,
It's a situational. Like, yeah, I know.
It takes 20 minutes, I believe.
well, it's not even 20 minutes. It's failing until you succeed. You cannot take 20 on a trap, but you can take 20 on searching a bookstore.
Was
Basically,
that-
if you can't crit fail it, you can take 20 on it.
Kind of, yeah. So that
So
Wow,
if I
okay.
flank an enemy, then I can get sneak attack on them.
yes, or if you flank, or if any way you deny their flat or their dex and you take a flat-footed attack.
Okay.
So that's okay. Initiatives as is. There
I'm
are-
not gonna mess with mine.
There's a descending. There is a. This one is singing. It is part of that goblin chant you heard earlier, and you see this one, who I believe, yeah, has a full honor with him. Yep. Okay. Oh, that means Talar.
Seeing that there are more goblins coming this way, he will cast Field of Faith as a 3rd level cleric.
Oh, right, because you have that double bonus.
So
If you would mind sending that out for us.
so it should be so I believe it should last for 3 minutes.
Sure. If you would mind sending that out to the chat so we can take a look.
Oh, okay. Spells, Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith. 1 minute per level, so yeah, 3 minutes. And yes, when it says level strictly, that is character level. +2 deflection to AC.
I eventually can get that. Yeah, eventually if I can get up to the fourth level caster, it will be.
Yep.
It will be now in 6th level and.
Okay. Cool. Would you like to move or?
He might move over here. So he's not like as visible, but to the goblins and kind of watching them and getting ready to who looks like the big strongest like fighter with a weapon over there?
Definitely this guy in the back with a
of all people. Is it
Oh.
is it taller?
It would be one of these two.
Okay. And then he's gonna spend 20 feet of movement to move closer toward where I think he thinks they're gonna be.
Fair enough.
He would that kind of like runic symbol that he's on his token. He would appear as he's casting Shield of Faith, and a dome and an empty field would surround him.
Okay, so that means we're onto the goblins, and that means
By the way, if you don't mind,
yes.
the trait that you gave me for the campaign, it gives me a +2 to initiative. I forgot to put it underneath my chat.
Okay. So
Thank
you're
you.
at
I appreciate
8?
it. Yes.
Good to know. Okay, so the goblin commando is going to oop, don't do that. It's actually not going to have his pole arm out. It's going to be tacked onto his back, and he's going to have a short bow out, but that's 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. And that means that's quite a shot. 40 feet, but I think a short bow can make that. I totally don't know.
Hold on, I'm looking. Short bow.
It should give range increments. Oh, 60. Yeah, it totally can get to there.
60 foot.
So that's going to be that. Rolling. Oh, wow. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Nope, 21. Dirty 21.
Oh wait, that's against us. Not nice. Sorry, not nice. Not nice at all.
I'm pretty sure that's going to hit you. Not going to lie.
Who's it gonna hit?
Karzarath. He would have
not me.
shot at Karzarath.
Oh, they just have it out for me. Jeez.
Yeah.
So I suppose I am the
Yeah,
one
you're
up
on the
front
first
this
one.
part. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So this
You're
time
also
around,
in the
I am the one
front.
considered in the front line here.
And that is a terrifying 1 damage for you.
I don't see a hit point ball on him, and as the healer,
Ow.
I see his hit point ball.
Oh yeah, no, I don't see that either.
Sorry. Oh wait, I think that's the wrong one.
It turns out he's actually a Rory.
Is he gonna die a lot? Because he's about to die now.
So,
Huh?
can you see everyone else's
Yes.
bars? Whose bars
see it
cannot
here.
be seen?
I cannot see.
Only missing kid. Earlier, I did not see Majora, but I see her now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it wasn't actually there before, but it is now. So
Yeah, I just can't see Kazrath's.
Still?
Karzarath. His is in red.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Like, it's not even showing up on my screen.
Oh, why is that not there? Ta-da!
There we go. Now I see it.
Hey,
Yeah, I saw the problem. Anyway, that
when you
was
I can attempt to heal you.
the commando's turn, and that means these goblins get their go. So. I'll charge up in various directions.
I'm about to say, I feel like they're just gonna charge up to us.
They're gonna double move because you can move twice in a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Replace your standard action for move up there.
Essentially a dash.
Uh-oh.
Basically, yeah.
Am I the only one who doesn't like the look of this?
This guy who just kind of pops around there. Also, I sized them wrong, but they are smalls, so they're a quarter of that size.
Gotcha.
They're the giant goblin squad.
Oscar.
No. Okay.
Oscar, they have run right the way up to you. But it looks like they are wielding both flaming torches as well as their swords, and they probably aren't very tactically smart.
Can I use ghost sounds to amplify my voice by 4 people volumes?
Sure, I would allow that.
So I'm just
What kind
going
of
to shout.
what kind of casting is that, though?
This actually, that's a good question. So it's a illusory sounds, and I just want to like change my voice to make it like reverberate and echo and sound a lot more almost demonic.
Sure.
sounding.
However, as it is a verbal and somatic, that means that it is an attack of opportunity with these two.
Ouch. Okay.
So, up to you. By the way, another option you can do is to drop turn entirely and pick up somewhere else in the initiative. Just so you guys know what you have available to you.
Yeah, I think I am not going to shoot. So is the attack of opportunities because it's semantic, or what's causing
the
that?
attack of opportunity is because it is a noticeable spell. So yeah, verbal somatic.
Okay. What about this
and
one?
I mean, I guess material. Somatic.
That's also somatic.
Verbal
Okay,
somatic.
so that's the same thing. Okay.
So if it's just, to my understanding, and DM correct me because I'm also trying to learn this myself when I end up playing a caster. If it's only verbal, you don't take it. But if it has material or somatic components, you do take the attack of opportunity.
Around.
If it is anything, verbal, somatic, material, you, in order to get out of that, you have to use meta magic, silent spell, or still spell.
Oh, really?
Okay. What I'm going to do, if I sidestep, is that going to attack of opportunity, or am I good there?
No, you're within threat range of both.
And this is a stage, right?
It is.
Okay, so I'm going to sidestep to the stage, and instead, kind of the magic is going to cause like the snowflakes kind of to cascade from his hair and braid all the way down his arm, and he's going to chill touch the one on the right again.
Okay.
So I will do that, and then melee +0 basically. How? Oh, 14 minus 1 plus 1 is back to 15.
You might actually get away with this one. Does an 11 hit you?
No.
Okay, both of them swing their torches at you, and you're able to get off your attack, which is a 15, and oh yeah, no, touch attack, it totally does.
Yep, and that's another 3 on this right guy, and his strength kind of withers underneath kind of the shards of crystalline ice
I'll check
coating
with
over.
that fortitude save.
If that works.
16. Your DC is 16, so no, that strength doesn't actually. It seems to coat and hurt them, but it doesn't quite seep down to the same level as you saw from the other one.
It's because they're big tokens.
Yeah,
That's my turn.
they're big boned. Karzrath.
All right. I see some boys who need to be stabbed. So let's attempt to stab them.
Sure. Which one are you going for? Are you moving before anything?
I've got two guys near me. There's no point in moving. We're gonna stab the guy right in front of me here.
This guy? They're both right in front of you. Okay. That guy.
This guy's in front of me. This guy is to my right.
Okay, yes. That will absolutely hit, dealing 7 damage. Also, I'm pretty sure you guys can see these boxes.
We cannot.
Okay, I actually changed that. Cool.
Or we can't see what you're rolling,
Okay,
like
yeah.
outcomes or anything.
I can see. Well, I can't see in numbers, but I can see boxes.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's a bar above their heads. That's about it.
I think seeing the bar is fine. It's a measure of how they look, so might as
Yeah.
well. Dang. Okay. Yeah. Oops. You absolutely cut through this guy like you did before. He is not quite woozy and falling around like the other one you saw, but boy, is he hurt from that one. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Okay. Kareth. There's
So-
some guys.
Yeah. So remind me how charge works, because the way I understood it is that I could pretty much get to there, because that's
It
double
has to
movement
be
or less.
a straight line.
Oh, does it? Gotcha.
It has to be at least 10 feet, and it can be up to double your movement.
Gotcha. All right. In that case, we're gonna change plans. There's a lot easier way to do that. Why am I trying to make this complicated for myself? Yeah, we're just gonna go to there.
Okay.
So, boop, boopity, boopity, boop, boop. There we go.
Babbity boo.
Exactly.
Hey, Godmother.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead. +2.
Yep. So it's +2 to both of these. Oh, we good? All right, we're good. First. Oh, thank God that wasn't a mess or a critical failure. Oh, that was a little close.
Yep.
All right. Second attack. That's a 14 to hit for.
A 14 unfortunately does not hit this little bugger.
Oh wow! All right.
Yeah, these guys are speedy.
Yeah, apparently.
Um,
Yeah, that's gonna be all for me. I don't really have anything else I can do right now.
Okay, yeah, you pounce around to this side, swing a little too fast. You didn't quite get into order, and that one goes wide. And then you stab again with your offhand short sword, much firmer in place, but you manage to bonk off of its shield. Maheda.
Awesome.
See.
Oh, I forgot. Go ahead.
See. Alright, so I'm gonna move 5 and 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to.
Oh,
That's within. That's within 30 feet. So I'm going to demoralize this goblin, the one in between these two.
Okay.
So there you go. Intimidate, and I also speak goblin, so I'm going to yell an insult in his language. I'm
Good.
going to tell him that his father smells of elderberries.
Nice.
can I ask,
Is his mother a hamster?
are you considered undead?
Me? No.
Okay.
I am an orc.
Oh, okay, you're not a vampire. I'm sorry, the token looked very vampirous.
Why are you asking about undead out of curiosity?
Because positive energy of my healing would hurt them.
Oh, that's true.
Would not work for
So-
me. Yeah, that would suck.
Please make an intimidation.
Sorry,
I'm
I
not
was
even
trying to-
gonna care to check. That works.
Oh wow, yeah.
If you're successful, the target is shaken. The duration increases by a round for every 5 you beat the DC 23.
And the DC is 10 plus the target's hit dice
Yep.
plus the target's wisdom modifier.
So, cool. 3 rounds.
Nice.
Let's get the shaken conditioned out so you guys know what that is. Shaken character takes a -2 penalty on attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. Okay. Yeah. So, that's your movement, and
Alright.
that.
That is also my standard action, so that is my turn.
Yep. So we're going to move on to guild. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, and he's just gonna take a stab. Oh, actually, that is important. No, that's fine. So he will try to hit the goblin. Okay. You see this barrel of a lizard person rush up and just smash into this goblin and quite clearly pierce it in several spots. That's going to be it. Because he not here. Goblin War Chanter. Oh boy. Okay, so that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 30. What's the reach on that? Ba-ba.
He's wielding 2 spike shields. Okay.
Right. This mouse is not great. What's the range of this?
I don't know.
No, absolutely not. That's not going to make it. Nope, doesn't even make Kareth. Okay, he's just going to work his way up a little bit more, and then probably about here will end his turn. Kalar, back to you.
First of all, he is gonna see this little piece of goblin coming around the corner.
Yes.
And he is going to look down on the ground, and in the air he will draw a runic symbol, and the ground, and the ground will the same runic symbol will appear.
Cool. Which square on the ground? You can draw it if you'd like. Draw a fancy rune. No dicks allowed.
I imagine like the Skyrim rune, but I will draw a little. I'll freehand like a little.
Sure. You plan on moving or anything?
Who has the biggest weapon? Would that be was this? I think it'd be her. Had the largest weapon.
I have
Uh,
no weapons.
she
Oh,
got the
okay.
largest guns. This
I
dude is literally carrying 2 shields, one of which is
and I'm
spiked and has been used for offense.
He would say, after your next attack, hold out your shield. Hi.
Shouts back to you or whatever. I don't know. I don't know, man. All right.
I
So that's gonna be this guy's turn. He's gonna drop his short bow and rush up 5, 10, 15, 25, I believe. He's gonna take out
Uh-oh.
his pole arm and is going to attempt to attack you with it. Yeah,
I can't. Can I parry this? I don't think I can oppose because he's out of my range, isn't he?
you can't post, but you can parry.
What do I? What do? Hold on. Special
You
six minus 2
roll
penalty.
your
rolls,
attack.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and parry this because I feel like that's gonna hurt a little bit.
Uh,
S-
wow. Okay. You got to beat an 18.
I didn't.
You did not.
No, I did not.
Okay.
How much am I
That is
taking?
going to be 4 damage.
Hi there.
And that's going to be his turn, which means it's up to the goblins.
So I do have a question, and this is just
Sure.
because I'm
Yeah,
unsure.
absolutely.
The goblin between me and Kazarath, does he have flanking on me? Because the other one technically isn't 5 feet of me, but his weapon makes his threat radius to me. So I'm just curious because I really don't know.
As far as rules is written, I'm genuinely not sure. I would have to check it. However, because you are engaged with a person who is fighting you behind you, I would say yes, it is flanked.
Based on my personal experience playing the game, I would also say yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. That was
Just
all.
because it's his threat radius, because most of the time you come up against that problem with large creatures versus like medium creatures on the other side of you.
Right. So this guy is gonna scream and drop his torch in favor of his sword because, oh god, they're attacking me. I'm in danger, and is going to attack who previously had attacked him. But I'm 100% certain that misses with a 9.
Which one was attacking?
Karzarath.
Yeah, 9 misses.
Okay, that one's done. This one's gonna get real angry and such, and is gonna pull out his quote unquote sword as well, and take a swipe at Gil, which even that I don't think is gonna. Let me just check AC. That's a nice rune. Actually, it does hit the AC because of rage, but clearly just barely. And that is 2 points off of him. So that's 2. And then we got the one on you, Oscar, and you know what? I think he's you're Mr. Ice Hands, so he's going to swing his torch at you.
Okay.
Fight ice with fire.
Wow, okay. Using a torch is a -1, but that's still a 16 to hit.
That's gonna hit me with a torch. Ow.
Okay. How do you roll GM?
You
Custom
just
GM
actually I
roll,
don't know custom.
I
I
believe.
just do GM and then roll the die and add the modifier after.
I suppose I can work with that. Little known fact, a torch is 1d2 damage.
-1.
No, it's still strength based.
Oh, okay.
The minuses apply to hit because it's
It's weird, yeah.
so that is going to be 2 bludgeoning damage and 1 fire damage. So 3 damage total.
Okay. I have to say that's a very ingenious way of balancing for 5 hit point characters. I will then. Is it my turn next?
Almost. We got this little guy in the back, and he's not smart. He's going to hobble over here, and he is going to step directly on the rune.
And
What's your silly magic going to do?
It explodes and he takes 1d6 damage.
Quick question.
Boom!
Is it a radius effect or a 5-foot effect?
The rune deals either acid, fire, well, if acid cold, that's what your fire damage. Okay, any creature entering the room takes 1d6 plus 1 for every 2 cleric levels.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and then my little symbol goes away.
Okay, I'll get rid of that for you. And he's up here. Took some damage and is going to try to slice it. No, he's going to try to. He hasn't really seen a need to do anything until it exploded, so he was already planning on torching you. And a 19 minus 1 is an 18, so I think that's going to hit.
That hit.
For 3 bludgeoning and 1 fire. So 4 damage. Oscar, your turn.
Oscar is going to angrily reach back out and try to just grab his face with the frosted hand, and I will try again, chill touch, because I think that's the best shot I have.
I will say.
You will say what?
Because you're getting 1 out of each cast, right?
Yes.
Or wait.
So this is my 4th spell using
Is Chill Touch the one that you decided to add onto with your thing?
It's a plus, yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, that is caster level, not... Well, Okay. Sorry, debating going on in my head.
I can hear that.
For now, I'll give it to you. You will not have to recast. I'll say this is part of the last one, so save a spell slot. Save 2, actually, because of how it was.
Okay.
Because you got 4 hits off, and you're trying to do 4 spells, so it would be 2 spells. For now, I'll debate later whether or not that's valid, but I'll give it to you right now.
Okay, I will not decline.
So
Thank you.
14 to touch
14.
will touch.
Oh, that's right. It's touch.
Yes,
I'm
that
going
is important.
to touch him again on his face.
Wow. Okay. And that
If
is
possible,
going
I'd
to
like just freeze through his brain until he's dead. If I can, if he's dead.
wait. He's no, yeah, no. That would that would have just brought him under, and quite the brain freeze.
Yeah. I'll just let go of his head and make a little shove, trying to get him away from me. And then can I take a move action to try to climb up onto the stage?
you can, this little bugger will be able to take an attack of opportunity against you. And it looks like he's wielding his sword at this point.
If he's doing that, then if that's the case, I will contemplate my life actions and wait till next turn.
Karzarath, you've got two little guys next to you. Both look very hurt. Actually, one looks more hurt than the other. Karzarath.
Michael?
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna stab the guy again.
Okay. So +2 and sneak attack.
Start off with rapier. Jeez.
Yeah, a 21's gonna hit for 9 damage plus an extra d6.
Oh, cool. Okay, killed one of them actually. Oh, alright.
6.
It's okay. 10 damage to this guy. Yeah. Honestly, this is worth it. How exactly do you want to kill this guy? Because he is obliterated.
Rapier between the eyes.
Okay, yeah. That absolutely tracks. You just right through the eyes, and the rest of his body drops except for the head until you pull out your rapier. Kareth.
So I have a question.
Sure.
If I get all up in this guy's business, like right up to him, will that impose any sort of penalty to his polearm attacks?
Unfortunately, the way I run it, no. For your knowledge, in a normal game, polearms are not allowed. What are allowed for huge minuses to attack within 5 feet. But normally it's 10 feet only. I'm unfortunately not running with it.
Sigh. Alright, that's fine. Kareth is going to... Well, screw it. I need to be able to hit him, so I'm getting all up in his business.
Sure.
And I'm going to take my attacks. So, short sword. Gosh.
Oh, man.
What is... I'd like to hit, please. I beg.
Yeah.
Oh, that does not confirm. There's no way that confirms.
That does not confirm, but that
But still,
absolutely 100% hits.
The dice
For
listen to me. I told them I wanted to
3
hit.
damage.
They let me hit.
Okay, you get a sizable chunk out of this guy, and he's glaring at you.
I don't think there's anything to do with a free action, or... Yeah, there's not anything I can really do.
Not quite. Maheda.
Alright, I'm outside and don't have my boss. Am I good to charge at this guy that Gareth just attacked?
Yeah, I would say so. Absolutely.
Okay.
Get him.
Then yes, I'm going to charge.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, let me move my character.
Oh, I can... Oh, never mind. Yeah,
Here or there. What is better?
either's fine.
I'll do here.
Sure. So, +2 on your attack.
And then just regular attack, right?
24, yeah, that's gonna hit. For 5 damage. Wow, okay. Yeah, Kareth, after you get a stabbing at this guy, and yeah, you're feeling really, really proud of that hit, this hulking orcish lady runs in and just smacks the shit out of his shoulder.
Just haymakers all around.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gil is going to try to keep this little guy away from our caster, and is going to attack this guy.
Get him.
It's,
DM, get your own guy.
yeah, well, in time I'll have you guys filling in when people are missing, but this is the first session, so you don't really know who's who.
Yeah.
Anyway, a 16 will absolutely hit. And that's 7 whole piercing damage. Wow, look at that.
Nice.
So that's going to take him out of commission. Those spikes just completely envelop the goblin, and he is out. To which Gil is going to force his way through up here, right next to this other goblin. War Chanter's turn is going to... his buddy's fine up there. He's going to turn to, I think, Maheda, and is going to cast Hideous Laughter.
No.
So, if I could have you make a will save.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's not something I can help you with. Sorry, man.
Yeah, am I not the most willful person? Oh, okay, that's better than I expected.
That is, and that makes it because the DC is 12.
Nice.
Okay. That's all he's going to do on their turn. So, I'd probably step back a little bit. Kalar.
Unfortunately, people are hurt, so I'm not gonna do what I was gonna do. But he will use one of his channel divinities and exclude the 3 goblins, so everyone will heal for 1d6.
Everyone within a radius, right?
Everyone, yeah. But you might be the only one who can see it besides me with that, white.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you exclude the War Chanter. Okay, yeah, cool. So everyone who is hurt rolls a d6 and heals that much.
Including me?
Yeah.
Sweet.
What should I do?
That's a good question. I don't believe that you are... I don't believe that the bloodline affects you that crucially. Undead bloodline. No, you've got a twinge within you, and maybe it'll affect later, but I don't think at this point that it would. So I do think channel positive energy helps you. It does not hurt you. You are a living with the embodiment of undead
Perfect.
versus being an actual undead.
Perfect.
So that's 2 back to you. Will that be it, Kalar?
Yeah. And I can stepping away from the goblin would be a bit taxing for me. So
It would. Especially because these guys are not exactly smart. They would go for the first thing that they could.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so that means it's the commando's turn. It's going to turn to Maheda because ow. And it is going to try to attack you with its pole arm. And normally with a 5-foot step, I would have him step back, but I don't work with 5-foot step either, so... Okay, yeah, I think a dirty 20 hits you. And that's going to be 9 damage. That was max. So just a solid slice across your unarmored torso. Seemingly undefended torso, I should say. And that's going to be its turn. The last goblin is...
Whose attack was that against? Because if it was me, I missed it.
Oh, it was not against you. It was against Maheda.
Oh, okay.
So this goblin up here is getting real frustrated, but is still going to swing its sword, I think at Gil. And, well, a 21 is going to hit. I'm rolling really high. Just not for damage. Okay, so Gil is going to be taking, I think it's 2 damage. Yeah, 2 damage off of that. And also, I forgot to take off a round of rage for him. So 2 damage. Oscar, your turn.
Okay, now that this goblin is dead next to me, I would like to climb up onto the stage if I can.
Sure. I believe. Yeah, make a climb check. It's a very, very low DC, but make a climb check. Yeah, you get up there just fine. 5 feet.
And then that's one. So that's one movement, basically.
Yeah, 5 feet. I wouldn't say it's your whole movement.
1, 2, 3, 4. And is this goblin just standing there at the bottom, or is there a barrier? Or
No, you could reach him.
I want to jump down and kick him if I can with my falling weight.
I will accept that. That's going to be a melee attack +1.
Okay, so this will be. It's a 1.
Could I have you roll a reflex save?
I absolutely can roll this.
Oh no! Huh!
Oh no!
1.
2 nat
4.
ones.
I feel like something bad's about to happen. Why did I get that feeling?
Oscar.
It feels like you just tried to do a stage dive.
He's trying to crowd surf, and the crowd is stepping aside.
Yeah.
Well, Oscar, it was cool to have you here. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. You know what? I'll work with this. I can work with this. Okay. Attack the darkness. You trip and fall, and you get dirt in your eyes, and you can't see for 3 rounds.
Okay.
And you're down to. I'll put you right there.
Just don't use magic missile.
I don't see a dazed
Can't see him.
one. I'll just do this for dazed.
All your enemies have concealment. I flavored it as you not being able to see, but they would just. Okay, you can still see, but like your eyes hurt because there is dust in your eyes. But that is your turn. Karzarath.
There's a way to put a number on this green square, and I can't remember how to do it.
You put your cursor over it and hit the number while your cursor over it. No, in the menu.
Oh.
There you go. Thank you.
Cool. So yeah, Karzarath, your turn. You've got a guy back there that seems to be being dealt with. You've got a war chanter, and you've got this big guy that admittedly seems quite hurt. Extremely hurt, actually.
It's gonna come up here and shank this guy from behind.
Okay.
Assuming
That
it's
will
behind
not.
him.
That will. No, that'll technically still be flanking.
So it'd be 14.
Oh my god. Nope, that is not gonna hit.
A 14 doesn't hit. Holy crap.
Kareth.
All right. I want to see some stuff happen here, game. All right. Be nice to me.
You better not get another 8.
Do I confirm? Is that a confirm? It's a
This
15.
is fun. I love Pathfinder. Would you like a crit card or double damage?
Oh, I would love a crit card.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure. I think the 5 might take him out. If not, we'll find out.
Tenacious
Checking.
wound. Roll me a 1d2.
Oh, /R.
Flip a coin.
1, 2.
2. Okay, so that's going to reduce his health by 1 per hit die Whew, yeah, that's gonna all inclusive. That's gonna. Wow, you cut across, and this is a particularly deep and wide gash. Kind of surprising, but yeah, you really get this guy.
Sweet. I'm guessing my second attack, I can't go, la di di da and go over to here and then use it on this guy. Can't really do that, can I?
No, pretty sure that has to be full round action.
All right, that's
So,
fine.
so you would be standard and move.
Yeah, I do want to still move to right here, and just kind of
Great.
look at this guy menacingly. Just, hey, buddy, how you doing?
Maheda, your turn.
All right. Let's see. I kind of want to go after the. Can I still attack if I'm in like a diagonal square, like if I was
Yes.
here? Okay. I'm just gonna come up and punch this enchanter right in the face. I didn't like that spell he cast on me at all.
Go ahead.
Oh, this guy is screwed.
That's going to miss.
Does the offhand hit?
No, that's going to miss.
Ooh. Over
What?
15.
What is this guy's AC? Holy
I was kind
crap.
of shocked.
Alright,
must
well,
be
we're
like
all
an-
ganging up on him now. He's got no chance.
Yeah,
Gil's gonna
I'm guessing
do
it's
what
like a
he does.
16.
Gil's gonna Gil's gonna do what he does best. Spend a round to rage and just freaking stab this guy. That's gonna work.
Oh, there's still a guy up there. Oops.
Gil's got it.
Yeah,
This
I think
guy-
Gil sufficiently got it.
Not quite. This goblin is all really woozy, and is not looking good at all. Then we move on to the war chanter.
Is it going in or am I going?
Wow. This is scary.
But I don't like that.
I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter again on you. That means all of
No!
you get a attack of opportunity.
Oh.
Oh,
He
Hi. Oh,
screams and then
that's
my
an
high did not happen.
opportunity. That's correct. Then, yeah. Would sneak attack be included for the attack of opportunity on this guy?
yes.
All right, let me.
Also, I think I'll have to look at your damage, but that's fine. Anyway, yeah, you guys hit with the 6 and the 5. That's gonna take him completely out of commission as he tries to do literally anything to help himself.
Spell doesn't even resolve.
Nope.
Basically, heard you were talking shit.
He's out of initiative.
I heard what you said about my
jeez.
mana.
Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh god. I'm lagging.
Lagging? That's not fun.
Yeah. Hold on. These guys out.
There's a single goblin that's still
Oops.
at all alive.
Kalar, I accidentally got rid of you, but it is your turn.
So the goblin is still
Oh my
up.
God, okay,
He didn't
go
get
ahead.
a chance to do it last time. He will to Gil's shield, and a glowing rune appears on his shield. It is now a +1 weapon for 2 minutes.
Okay. This guy is not going to take an attack of opportunity because that's going to go very badly for him. And the funny thing is, he's just going to run away. So that means Gil and you, if you would like, can take attack of opportunities.
Yeah, sure.
It does have to be a physical thing.
I have
25.
not actually on my dagger, so I would just have 2 punts.
Yeah, dude, both of you together. You know what? Gil's not here, so you get to tell us how it happens.
Gil, hits him with the shield, and then, Kala would just kind of, take his foot and, like, uh, hit him in the back of his leg, and as he struck stumble, and then the spiked shield just impaled him.
Okay. That's everyone. Okay. That means you guys are directly out of combat. These guys shouldn't be there. Wrong layer. I went to the wrong layer. You guys. Shit. You guys need to go to the GM layer, not the map layer.
They just want to be one with the map, that's all.
Combat ends. I'm gonna move down here and pass. Oh, okay. So 1d8 plus 1 per caster level. That's what's there 4 in there. So that's 1d8 plus 2 healing to the orc friend.
Yep.
You want me to?
I appreciate it.
For something like that, that would be the spellcaster role. Channel positive energy is everyone.
So it's healing.
I will take. Is that +2 or is it just 4?
6.
So 6. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't add the +2 in there, so it's.
Okay. No, I'm just making sure that I'm doing it correctly.
Mm-hmm. Is enough time passing since we're out of initiative to where I'm no longer kind of like dazed?
Yes. Well, Gil, our buddy here, unfortunately, is going to come out of rage, and for 14 times 6, 42. Okay, 42 seconds. So 12 rounds is. I feel like I did that wrong. But
I thought it was just times 2.
Yeah, for 12 rounds, he's going to be fatigued. Because
Which is
he's
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
2 minutes. You're right.
That's as long as his shield is magic.
Yes, that is super unfortunate. However, he only had 3 rounds of rage left, so even if I kept it up, he would have been fatigued still and for longer. So I'm going to let you group up. And I wish that we could get 2 more in the session. However, I definitely know that we can't. But I can say that what you do here is dog barking and more chittering up this way. And I will leave the game here for this week.
All right.
All right. Sounds good.
Well, with that, thank you all so much for being here. We're going to say goodbye to YouTube here. So goodbye, YouTube. Stay awesome,
Bye,
stay
YouTube.
safe, and as always, stay golden, my friends. Happy dungeon delving, everyone.
Happy dungeon delving.